Ooh, welcome in. I gotta cover some noise here. There we go. There we go. Alright, stay on this channel though. Boom! Welcome in to the Fantasy Football Forge, where, we do more than just fantasy football. I am testing out, you might be getting a commercial right now, if you're joining in, so we'll give it a moment, but I am testing out, hopefully, there would just be an ad when you come in, and that's it. And after that, the ads are done with. So, let me make sure here. I feel like there's more of a delay than there should be on the stream here. Where are we? Hopefully that... Nope, ultra low. We're good. We're good. Austin, the roll. How's it going? How's it going? Ollie Gordon as high as RB6 in class? I don't think so, the roll. Definitely did not have as productive, as good of a 2024 as he did 2023. So, I have not, well, no, I do have some preliminary, he's not. Preliminary running back rankings is pretty low. Let's see where I am on him. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Well, obviously, still very early on. I've got him at 17 right now, but I mean, so there's at least 2 ahead of him. Well, I've got him at 17 right now. I kind of have him at the front of like a new group of guys. So we'll see where that leads to. We'll see how the rest of this offseason goes, but definitely did not perform in 2024 like one would have hoped for him. Yeah, the Eagles coming on the field. Jaden Daniels might have just claimed the best rookie season ever. He's up there. Ben Roethlisberger had a really, really good rookie season. I think he made it this far in the playoffs. I don't recall. That's one that jumps to mind. Yeah, Russell Wilson was good for a third-round pick. I don't recall if he actually statistically was, fantastic, but he was definitely good. I think he's one of those cases of having, well, I suppose it wouldn't be a whole lot different for Ben Roethlisberger, most likely, either. Having a, really good defense. That always goes a long ways. In this case, the defense really isn't that great, except talent-wise, but the scheming, the defensive philosophy, whatever, the coaching and everything is absolutely fantastic. Yeah, I would, have to sit there and look at this and that to really come up with something, but it's definitely a top, Obviously a fantastic rookie season. I assume we're talking strictly about quarterbacks too here, because the quarterback position's a little different than other positions. Some positions, I mean, you can come in. A lot of wide receivers who've had fantastic rookie seasons and whatnot. The roll, how are you doing? Ollie Gordon's my 1.12. I would suggest looking at him a little closer before getting too excited about that. We'll see. We'll see. Austin's like, I don't know. I don't have an opinion. That's quite alright, Austin. I'm glad you enjoyed the video, at least. That video actually went on. It kind of started slowly, but went on to do fairly well. So you'll see Ollie Gordon starting to slip in the rankings. He's now down to running back 8, down 2 since whenever. I don't know when the last time. So you're starting to see him slip in the rankings a little bit more. Travion Henderson climbing up. His peak He's currently at his peak. This is the highest he's been ranked ever on the big board. Quinshot Junkid's still ahead of him. I actually like Trevion Henderson a little bit more than Quinshon upon my initial review. But it's definitely close, and I don't love either one of them. I'll tell you who I think a couple. So I like Devin Neal a lot. Cam Scadaboo, of course. He's my number 3. Damian Martinez of Miami, I really like a lot. Kyle Manangi, okay. I'm not sure exactly how that's pronounced at the end there. I think runs like an absolute stud. He's very fun on tape to watch. And then Corey Kiner, I think, going a little under the radar. Was he like Illinois or something? Where are you, Corey? I don't even remember. Cincinnati running back. Corey Kiner, I thought was a really fun watch. Jordan James reminds me in some ways of maybe a little bit of a Bucky Irving in terms of his build. Also Oregon too. So I guess maybe there's more to it in terms of why he reminds me of Bucky. Is this line hitting Saquon over 111.5 rush yards against the Rams? I mean, the Rams. Stafford over 1 pick. And that's probable, you know. Hurts over 16.5 completions. I would think that he could get there. Saquon 111.5, you know, it's one of those things where it's probable. That's obviously, for a reason, a really high line. So, you know, that's the question, I suppose, there for me. The biggest question. I feel like Stafford will probably end up throwing a pick against the Eagles here, unless they get an early lead and then they can kind of rely on the run for a lot of the game. I think the opening portion of this game will go a long ways. If there's no scoring or if Philly takes an early lead, I think you're in good shape. And then the question will be, it hurts over 16.5 completions, though. But I think against this secondary, that could definitely be. So Lions versus Eagles, week 14. What's this about? All that snow. Oh, that's some fluffy snow. I didn't get to watch that game. Wow. And because of all of... Barkley definitely had an advantage in that deep snow, because that slows down a lot of people, but he's got such a good base, such thick thighs. This seemed like kind of 50-50 in my opinion. You talk about the line there. I mean, yeah, that's the whole point of lines, right? It's supposed to feel about as 50-50 as it can get. Yeah, I mean, it truly does feel pretty 50-50. I feel the Saquon one is the question. And it really just depends on how Philadelphia comes in here and wants to attack this defense and everything. Yeah, Austin, I don't like to bet either. I very much limit my gambling to being, just fun with friends or extra cash that I've got. Instead of going to a movie, go out and usually it's like blackjack, which can be, you can spread $50 in blackjack over like 5 hours if you play it right or whatever. Maybe usually actually I would say you need like $100 going in, and then just kind of usually what I do is like if I end up going up to like $150, that's my cutoff. Like, okay, now I won $50. I don't care how long I've been doing this. I'll take that. And like if I'm at 160, then I got $10 I can bet with. And then sometimes that runs into like you double on a bet and now you're down below 150 again. And so now you're going to continue to go. But it's all about setting limits and not getting too crazed about it. It's gotta be entertainment. It can't be you can't be trying to win money. You have to go in expecting to lose whatever you put in. Is really how it goes. All right, yeah, we've got the kickoff and it's off. It's up in the air. It's going to be returned at the 5-10, 20, and slides down. I assume going for a cut there, but I think that's going to be returned to, what, like the 25? 20, 25? Philadelphia, by the way, if I did not mention, on the return there. It's about a Lamar Jackson rookie card. Oh, yeah, you had said, I think, that you wanted to get into investing in some memorabilia type stuff. All right, 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line here. They gave him all of that slide, and it's play action. Jalen Hurts rolls out, gets it to the tight end. I think that's Grant Calcaterra? Or do they have Goddard? I saw Calcaterra announced. Is Goddard hurt again? I don't recall. So I think that goes to Grant Calcaterra. I cannot be 100% on that one. Sorry about that. I'm just getting up my little backup guide here so that way I can be sure when I do tell those things. All right, Jalen Hurts back in the shotgun here. 1st and 10. Second play of the game. That is a good way to start the game. Nice, easy catch out in the flat there for Grant. They're at the 40-yard line, almost. Just shy of the 40-yard line. And going back to pass, going to let it go again. Nice, easy pass to Devonta Smith. If I see the body right. Not a tall, but skinny body there. That was about 7 yards on that catch. Nice, easy. They're just making things easy here, but they are trying to, I think, get that passing game going in case this ends up being a shootout. Just getting Hurts maybe comfortable. 2nd and 5. That was just a 5-yard game. They hand it off to Barkley here. He finds a crease out on the outside for a good 3.5 to 4 yards. It's going to be 4 yards there, but it's a long yard there. It's going to be 3rd and 1 now for the Eagles after that. And you assume it'll be handed off or keep it for the quarterback. Nope. Back in the shotgun, hands it off to Barkley up the middle, who gets it, it appears. Yeah, that should be good. That should be a 1st down. That's at the 50-yard line. So as they approach midfield for the 1st down, that is called a 1st down there by the refs. The Eagles continue to march down. There is now 12 minutes, 55 seconds left in the game. But yeah, I really hope the Eagles win. I just feel like the talk about Hurts is too much. I've spent my time working on the off-season stuff now, so I haven't really heard any of the conversation this week. What's been the conversation for Hurts? I assume negative. It's always negative. Hurts is never good. All right, 1st and 10 here in the shotgun. Hurts back. Hurts gets a little bit of pressure, releases it down to Saquon Barkley for about 6 yards on 1st down there. It's going to be 2nd and 4. Releases it to dumps it off as the Eagles continue to just methodically and slowly march down, take what's given to them. The clock approaching 12 minutes here, 3 minutes into this drive. I want to say that was Braden Fisk on the pressure there, but Jalen Hurts quickly gets rid of that one. Now, they do the fake handoffs to Saquon Barkley. The defense buys it. Jalen Hurts breaks the tackle 30, 25, 20. He's got green grass ahead of him 10-5, and that is a touchdown! Jalen Hurts. So, the Eagles go quickly, and the threat of Saquon Barkley just opens that up, and then Jalen Hurts breaks a tackle, and after that, nobody can catch him. Surprising nobody else was near there to gang tackle Hurts. He takes a while to break this tackle. He's there, but some good blocking. Oh, Devonta Smith absolutely gets the game ball on that block. Just held his block, opened that up, and allowed Jalen Hurts to get to the outside there too. That takes a while to hold that block there. So the extra point coming in here. I forgot to throw the ball on here, so we did have, there we go, the football. And that is going to be 7 points for Philadelphia. Let's get that up here. I think that's this one. Oop. Boom. Boom. 7 points. Philadelphia. Game ball. Gonna be moving on over to the Rams. There we go. The roll. Rate this team on the drafters. $3.30 NFL Divisional Round Sunday Splash. Okay. The roll. I'm assuming you must have turned 18 recently. Hurts, Saquon, Divisional Round. Okay. I thought maybe you're giving me for a moment wild card. I was like, wait, why? It's a week late. Hurts, Saquon, AJ Brown, Kupp, Knox, Coleman. Was this, that's the whole Divisional Round? Or that's just the Sunday. That's just these games today, right? AJ Brown, Kupp, Coleman, Knox, Saquon, Hurts. So, obviously, you're just going to need these guys to do what they're doing. Hurts just gets that rushing touchdown there. So you took some risk with paying for Kupp? Or actually is Kupp kind of cheap? I assume maybe Kupp's kind of cheap. You had to spend up for Hurts, you had to spend up for Saquon, you had to spend up for AJ Brown. And then Kupp, Knox, Coleman, Hurts, Saquon, AJ Brown. I don't think it's real possible for this to be a number one finishing just because of the ceiling getting limited. I shouldn't say possible. I don't think it's highly likely that it'll be like the number one. But otherwise, yeah, I mean, you just need Kupp to come through. Yeah, exactly. Knox, Coleman, Buffalo playing the Ravens. I don't know how to rate it. And I would need to, like, try to create one myself to really have an idea of how tough it was to build one there. But, like a B, you know? It's kind of like, it is similar to how I like to... This always has to go... The hairdresser did this the wrong way, the part. I'm not used to. I'm used to going this way. It's made how I like to make my rosters in the sense that I like to take a couple of cheap options and spend up in a couple of spots too there. So I like that about it. You're just hoping that, I mean, you know, that's what you need, I think, ultimately, for rosters to pay off, is you got to bet on a couple of cheap guys and spend up in a couple of spots and get what's right. You can if you want. I've got Carlos. What's up, Carlos? McVay, what are you doing? You take the ball first. Don't give it the momentum to start the game. So dumb. Well, most teams do defer like that. That is common. Green Bay Packers are one of the few that will take it out first. So we do have the Rams starting here at their own 33 after the return. How bad is Rosebloom and Gilmore? They can't cover, they can't tackle. Rams inside linebackers are the worst in football. Yeah, they haven't really invested there, have they? They've had a lot of draft picks, and they've drafted along that defensive line, a little bit in the secondary. But, yeah, I can't recall them really investing on those inside linebackers. Especially with where the NFL is going, that is probably an area where they'll want to invest in, Carlos. With the run game becoming more important as defense has gone into this too deep set. All right, so the first play was almost a pick there by Darius Slay as he jumped in front of the throw to Puka Nacua. 2nd and 10, hands it off to Kyron Williams, goes up the middle for just 2.5 yards, so it is going to be, hold up, they missed the extra point? I thought it went through. Did I just dream that up? Was I not paying attention? What happened? All right, so just 6 points there for Philadelphia. My bad. So it is going to be 3rd and long. Definitely not where you want to be. If you're Los Angeles here, got to convert this. You cannot let this game start to get away from you right off the bat here. Usually Philadelphia is the team who kills you in the 4th quarter, not the 1st. All right, so in the shotgun, Matt Stafford looks out, releases it quickly to... Caught by... Is that Higbee? Higbee. First down. About a 9-yard reception there. Matt Stafford, looking at they're checking I mean, I would get up to the line and call a play just in case. It looks pretty good. I don't think there's enough there to challenge it based on the 2 views we've seen so far. It looks good. It looks good. So, is Sirianni challenging this? Oh, they're not calling it a catch. McVay, I think, is going to challenge it. And based on that last angle, I think he might win this. Because that does not look like that ever touches the ground or could have. There's a moment where you can't see it, though. I think you can stitch those last 2 views together. This should be a catch. I think this is going to get reversed, but we'll see because they do have to reverse it, which is obviously the hard part. The roll. Here's another one of those teams. A.J. Brown, Puka, Kyren, Mark Andrews, Stafford, Coleman. Yeah, I think I like that one a little bit more. Because if A.J. Brown, if Puka and Kyren go off, and Stafford, that probably means that Los Angeles is in a lead, which probably means that A.J. Brown, has a big game because they'll have to be passing more than normal, and then you got Mark Andrews and Coleman. So in terms of a game script, I think I like that one a little bit more. Is that a whole lot different here? I think it's because how Hurts and Saquon compete with each other for some of that touchdown work, and then if they're doing good, A.J. Brown probably doesn't have as good of a game. Was kind of, yeah, I like the narrative of that one more. I don't know, especially with the early returns on this game in terms of Philadelphia scoring on the first drive. Obviously not the best for that lineup so far, but also might not be. I mean, bad for it. Stafford to Puka, still alive. A lot of game left. But I like that narrative a little bit more for points overall. Austin, you don't even know my pick for this game, and you're asking about my pick for that game? Ravens-Bills pick. I think I'm just going to have to stick with my Super Bowl pick. Has been Buffalo versus Philadelphia since, I don't know, a while now. So I think I will stick with that and would say the Bills. But, tough to... I think it's truly a 50-50 between the Ravens and the Bills. I would just not bet on that game at all. That kind of deal. I truly don't know who's going to win that game. I don't think there's a way to predict the winner. It's just going to be how those teams come out and what happens, and maybe how the ball bounces, how the refs call it. It could all have some impacts. Don't defer on the road, at home for sure. I don't mind that kind of strategy either. Yeah, I think it depends what you want to do to the team. On the road, taking it, scoring quick is nice. There's definitely something to be said about getting it after half, but I think I agree with you there, Carlos. All right, so Kyren Williams gets the ball, and that was overturned. So first down, Kyren Williams gets the ball and just rushes for about 20 yards there. They go past the 50-yard line. They are going to have the ball at their own 40, I believe, for the Los Angeles Rams as they continue to drive. So, yeah, obviously that play was reversed. 9-yard catch prior to that for Tyler Higbee. I had Eagles versus Buffalo has been my Super Bowl pick for some time. Stafford rolls out and just gets rid of the ball with some pressure in his face. It's going to be 2nd and 10. Did you have Eagles or... Yeah, I had Eagles. Definitely did not have Rams. They're too inconsistent, too young for me to have thought that they could string together 3 games here. But they've got 1 game down. 2 to go. Kind of like Washington, I would not have picked them to win that game, even though I definitely think they have the ability to. Los Angeles Rams, I definitely think they have the ability to beat Philadelphia. I don't think they will, but I I will not be shocked if they do. So that is complete to the 18-yard line to Puka Nacua there. And they get another first down as they are driving. That was a 16-yard reception to Puka Nacua. I believe that's his first catch on the day. I think his first one was defensed very well. Now here's where the bread gets buttered as we get into the red zone. And this Philadelphia defense gets, in the shorter field, their speed and everything can really show up here in tight quarters. So we're getting into that area of the field where things get a little bit harder, and they go with the quick pass out to Puka Nacua, breaks a tackle and gets about 4 yards there. Should be 2nd and 5 or 6 there. Going to be 2nd and 6 for Stafford. I think that's a smart play there, as I was talking about this defense. Once you get into the red zone, it's pretty tough. But there they just get it out, trying to suck that defense down a little bit. So maybe you could beat them over the top. That makes some sense to try to do to them. Because I tell you, if they're coming down on you, they're going to get that pick 6 that we were talking about pre-game there that you don't want. All right, Stafford drops back, and that is defended. Incomplete. There we go. That's that sticky speed there from Quinyon Mitchell. Yep. Very physical cornerback. Invites physicality to his game. I love it. He was my number 1 cornerback of last year's draft class, and he has very much, I think, proven that he would have been worth being. I think he was the number 1 cornerback taken off the board, if I recall. And he was worth it. 3rd and 6 here. Will you settle for a field goal? Or can you get a first down or a touchdown? Big B goes into the far left-hand side. And Matt Stafford powers forward for a first down. I think unless his knee's down, it's going to be short. It's going to be 4th and 1, and it is kind of a long one. It looks like McVay's calling a play. He's in the playbook. He's calling it, so they're not going to settle for the field goal here. They could be calling a fake play. They could be trying to draw him off sides. But I tell you what, you're probably not going to overturn it. But when his knee goes down, it sure looks a little closer to the first down line than there. They do hand it off to Kyren Williams, who goes right up the middle for 3 yards. And now it's going to be 1st and goal from the 6-yard line for the Rams. As they had stingy defense on that 3rd down just a moment ago. But unfortunately, nobody had eyes on Stafford, and the pocket just bloomed open for him. Ravens versus Eagles now that the Lions are out. Yeah, I think no matter what we get, we're going to get the deserving teams out there. Outside of, the Lions not getting there. Sorry for them. Yeah, screwed the pooch there, Lions. But, yeah, they just one too many injuries for the Lions. All right, that's going to be about a 2-yard gain on 1st and goal, bringing it to a long 4. It was really about 1.5 yards there, so it's going to be 2nd and 4.5. 2nd and goal, I should say, from about the 4.5-yard line. And because of that missed extra point, Los Angeles Rams could take a lead here. And they are taking their time, too. The clock now down below 7 minutes. This drive going for about 5 minutes more than that at this point in time. 6 minutes, 40 seconds. Kyren Williams in the backfield. Matt Stafford right behind center, so they play action. You could have assumed that, but very good coverage by the veteran, I believe that is, Darius Slay on the outside, and he knocks that ball away before it gets into the hands of Dante Robinson. 3rd and goal from the same spot. So, yeah, did not fool Darius Slay. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson did not get to it in time, though. If Darius Slay did not make that play, that was caught for a touchdown. All right, Matt Stafford in the shotgun. Kyren to his left. Higbee goes in motion. Out, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Looks, scans the field, and he, I think, throws a touchdown to Tyler Higbee. Just right at the goal line. Threads the needle, and that is a touchdown. Tyler Higbee. And now, the Rams get a chance to pull in the lead here, just an extra point away, as they tie it up right now for the moment, 6-6. Look at that scoreboard update there. So yeah, good play. That's on Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, who's playing Higbee as best as he could. And then Zach Bond comes in and lays a hit on him, but he just holds on to it. Extra point is up, and it goes through. So the Rams scoring on their first drive. Both teams scoring on their first drives. The Rams up by an extra point, as I don't know what happened with Philly in that extra point, but they did not make it. And that's going to bring us to a commercial of this divisional round. 6.5 minutes left in the first quarter. Bada boom. Ravens Eagles. Now that the Lions are out. So, what did you guys think of that game last night? I mean, that was good, right? That was a very fun game to watch. So we can move the football on over. I gotta get like a little ref counter to put up here. Nah. Maybe someday in the future. I don't really want to copy that. Taylor Swift counter? Wouldn't be opposed to copying that. How are we doing on the glare from the sunglasses? From the glasses, not sunglasses. Looks like a minimum. I hate it when you can just see like straight glare in the glasses. The roll. Where am I? The roll. You have any edge rushers? Or are you pretty strictly all about the offensive players in terms of the draft? All right, we got some aerial shots as the kickoff is about to happen. Still got kind of a picture-in-picture commercial on the broadcast. Looks nice and overcast in Philadelphia today. And now they're showing a basketball court. The Palestra. Or the Palestra. Ivy League. I don't know which. Philadelphia. Is this that basketball team. Let's see if it's who I'm thinking of. Oh, Penn State? Penn State's an Ivy League. Alright, that was probably Penn State basketball. They're showing something about the Jalen Hurts run. I assume they were showing the speed that he got up to. Burst speed. So there's going to be 1st and 10 for the Eagles from the 32-yard line after the kickoff that they kind of didn't show because they were showing the college court instead. Kind of obnoxious that they don't always show those things on the broadcast. And they hand it off to Saquon Barkley, who gets almost 3 yards. It's going to be 3. And it looks like he actually got a push at the end that he went past 3 yards. So it's going to be 2nd and 6 because he went more than 3 yards, but it's a long 6. 2nd from the 35-ish yard line here. Jalen Hurts calling some audibles at the line. I'm sure keeping their eyes on where the pressure might be coming from this defensive line. who do push the pocket a little ways, and ouch. Is that Smith? A.J. Brown drops the catch. Not what you want there. That was for a first down, so it's going to be 3rd and 6 now after the drop. Last thing you want here for Philly is a 3 and out. All right, Saquon goes out, and Jalen Hurts looking around. He's going to get sacked. The pressure is too much. Jalen Hurts couldn't find anybody, didn't want to release it. He had Saquon Barkley early in the play that he saw. Looks like one of the defensive linemen there for the Rams, a little banged up. Knee got a little twisted, maybe. I assume that's who got the sack on Hurts, because Hurts was kind of on top of him as another player came in on that. That'd be where the knee gets a little twisted. Yep, 55, that was the guy. Is that Fisk? I think that's Fisk. He's got the body type of Fisk. That'd be a rookie pass rusher for the Rams, who's very good. Yep, Braden Fisk with the sack. So they punted away, and this drive is going to start from their own 34-yard line for the Los Angeles Rams, as 4 minutes, 51 seconds left on the clock as we head out to a commercial, it would appear. Stafford making some throws. I don't know if we're going to head to commercial. We might just... There we go. Head to commercial. They were taking a while before going to commercial. Not guaranteed. So let's see here. Early on, for the Rams as they come back on the field, their offense, Matt Stafford so far, 4 of 8, so 50% completion percentage, not the best, 33 yards, and a touchdown, so that's good. What the heck was on my phone? Average of 4.1 yards per throw, so that's not the best. Kyron Williams, 7.3 yard average, so the rushing game starting off strong. 4 attempts, 29 yards. Although a little bit inconsistent, 3 of those attempts were for 9 yards. 1 of those attempts was for 20 yards. Matt Stafford also with a big-time 5-yard scramble. And then Puka has caught 2 of his 4 targets for 20 yards. Tyler Higbee, 2 of his 3 targets for 1 touchdown. As you can see, they are targeting that running back group a little bit, as Oren Burks and rookie Jeremiah Trotter are filling in for the injured, not Zach Bond, Nakobe Dean on their defense from last week. He's out for the rest of the year. Dante Robinson, 0 for 1. On defense, Rose Boom has 3 tackles. Who's T. Davis? Tyler Davis. Oh, I like him from Clemson. Has a tackle. Braden Fisk has a sack there. Let's see, actually, though. Philly defense coming up. What of Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, who led up the touchdown. Looks like everybody's just kind of got 1 tackle or an assisted tackle there so far for the Ravens. Nobody's sticking out. Cooper DeJean. I think this is ahead of me because he just got a tackle. So, on first down here, Cooper DeJean's going to get a tackle, but I'm still at commercial. Wow. That's how far behind I am compared to the real game. How about you guys? Am I close to your TVs at least? Nope. All right, the play is in action. Jeez, that was not smooth. So Higbee gets the reception, goes for 8 yards, and yeah, that would have been the rookie phenom, DeJean Koopa. DeJean, actually, I believe it's pronounced. I don't know for sure which one. I guess the tackle, so it's 2nd and 2 for the Rams from the 40-yard line here. 41? Maybe the 41-yard line. Yeah. All right, Kyron Williams in the backfield. Matt Stafford behind center. Assume this will be a run when Matt is Matt Williams, did I call him? Matt Stafford behind center. Actually throws it off to Kyron Williams, and that's going to be for a yard loss, or... Looks like they're just going to give it to him at the line of scrimmage. I really think that was more like a yard loss there. So does my app. So I think we're going to get 3rd and 3. They're showing Quinyon Mitchell tackling Stafford. I don't know if this is a Quinyon injury show. His shoulder, he is questionable for the rest of the game. Looks like he's going in, going to get that checked out. That's not good. Stafford injured Quinyon Mitchell, that jerk. Stafford gets sacked. Sorry. I was looking to make sure that my chat was still updating here. Because sometimes that stops. But Stafford goes down from, it looks like some Jalen Carter pressure right up the middle. Yes, yes, sir. Look at that. The beast. The man. 2nd-year player. Are we on his 2nd year now? Yeah. Gets the pressure up the center. Picks up Stafford. Showing him who's the man. Like, I could slam you, but I won't. Good job on him not slamming him. That would have been an idiotic thing. And an easy flag. So, 4th and 10, and the Rams punt it. Philadelphia's ball. My bad, I forgot to adjust where the ball went, but now it's correct. I have the hiccups. So I think, are we going to avoid going to commercial, or are we going to go to commercial again? Getting all their commercials in. Okay, we're going to do a quick commercial break at least. 2 minutes, 41 seconds left to the first quarter here, as we are 35 minutes into it. Almost 40. It's going to be a long first quarter. Carlos, 2nd and 2, and 2 straight throws and no runs. What is he doing? Yeah, the run game's been pretty good so far. Well, the one throw was a trickeration. Everybody thought they were going to run. I did too. It was just a really good play by the defense. I thought that was actually a good call on 2nd down there. I like that little play action screen to Kyron instead of actually running it up the gut. I thought that was good. It just didn't work out. Sometimes that happens. Defense made a play. All right, Philadelphia got Saquon Barkley. Hurts back in shotgun. Saquon Barkley behind him. And they hand it off. Fake handoff, my bad. And we're going deep down the field. That is going to be... Oh! Are they going to call it defenseless hit? Okay, so there's a flag on there. It's not caught. I think that's Cam Kinchins comes in, lays a hit down in order to prevent that from being caught. And I think they're going to give him defenseless or something, a personal foul, but... Yeah, sorry, that was on Witherspoon. It's not Kinchins. That's stupid. Knocking the ball out. I don't know. His shoulder goes right into the it's probably correct by rule. It just sucks. That's stupid that's a flag. Because otherwise it's caught. What else are you supposed to do? So Smith, whatever, gets laid out there. It's going to be 1st and 10 as Akella Witherspoon commits, I think does commit a penalty by rule yet again, but, It's clearly just going for the ball. He's not trying to do anything bad there. So, I don't know how others feel about that one. What's the, let me know, what's the internet's, are they raging about that, or pretty 50-50 split? Jalen Hurts in the shotgun here. 1st and 10 from the 30, their own 32-yard line, and he goes to run. Everybody's following him. He gives himself up, and he does get hit. I mean, if we're going to call these things by the rule, he did get hit after giving himself up. I'm actually glad they didn't throw that flag, because, well, I don't know. I mean, he got hit elsewhere. It just wasn't a dangerous hit, is all. Could have been, though. So, should have been a flag. But hey, you get one, you don't get the other. I guess all things are equal now. 2nd and 10. A little bit of a longer 10 than it was prior. And Hurts gets it out to Calcaterra for 7 yards, 6 yards. It's going to be third down here, third and a long 3, third and 4, right around there. We are seeing some snow coming down. Not heavily, but when you can see it on broadcast, usually that means it is coming down fairly well. So we'll see if that has any kind of impact on the game. Jalen Hurts back in the shotgun. They are now at the 36-yard line, I believe there. Third and 4, Saquon Barkley. They hand it off to Saquon, who's got some green room. 50-yard line, 40-yard line, 30-yard line. Nobody's going to catch him. He's jogging 10-yard line, 5-yard line. He's teasing the defense as he goes into the end zone for a touchdown, Philadelphia. And that will be enough to give them a lead as they move the ball. 12-7. Will they go for 2 points here? I mean, 13 gets you 2 field goals. I don't mind going for it, but we'll see what they decide to do. So that was a 62-yard run? Yes, 62-yard rushing touchdown there. They're just going to settle for the extra point here, and that one goes through. Of course, if your kicker missed the first extra point, maybe you want to get him back on path there and get that one in. So it is going to be 13-7 here in the first quarter, as we still got 1:07 left in this quarter. 40 minutes into the game already. At this pace, we're going to be here for a long time. It's going to be a while for dinner. Dinner's coming late for me. All right. So, Los Angeles Rams will be getting the ball back after this commercial break. There we go. They've been taking every commercial chance that they can get here in the first quarter, so hopefully as the game goes along, they'll have filled their obligations to advertisers and start to push the game at a better pace. Which actually I don't mind completely, because, then that makes the, I'd rather the first half of the game be a little more choppy than the second half of the game. What do you think, Carlos? Do you think that was, after hearing my opinion on that second down play and any kind of agreement? I know it's frustrating. Obviously, you are a Rams fan. But, I mean, I'll tell you, you still got one of the better coaches in Sean McVay. So, it will be up to the Rams here to catch up. What is this, Dog Man from DreamWorks? I don't mind watching kids' animated stuff. That looks a little young. That looks a little childish in the animation style. I wonder if that's going to turn even, audiences like I, who don't mind watching family-oriented animation, off. We'll see. We'll see. It looks like, isn't there a kid's cartoon with like a dog? Paw Patrol? It looks very Paw Patrol, like a knockoff of Paw Patrol. Is Dogman a knockoff of Paw Patrol? By the way, is the sound, I upped the volume here. Has the sound been pretty good? Is that, let me know. Let me know, chat. Is Dogman a knockoff Paw Patrol? It is not considered a knockoff. I feel like that animation is. I don't know. Let me see the, maybe, let me see the Paw Patrol. Paw Patrol. Yeah, okay. I mean, Paw Patrol is really basic animation. I suppose it's not. And those are actual dogs. This guy's half dog, half man. Actually reminds me a little bit of like claymation. Looks a little bit Wallace and Gromity. Alright, don't worry guys. Not missing anything. We're coming back from commercial here. Saquon Barkley is jacked. Hey, the roll Saquon Barkley, 111 yards. That sure helps put you a ways in there. All right, so from the 30-yard line here, Los Angeles Rams hand it off to Kyren Williams. He's going to go up the gut for 4 yards. He's going to get 4 yards on that. It's going to be, well, they're saying 3 here. I thought he went past 3, which usually means 4, but the snow is coming down heavier now. It is going to be second and, I guess, a long 6, second and 7 here for Matt Stafford and company as the snow continues to come down like a globe. Look at that. 35 seconds left in the half. The clock continues to go down. I think next play will probably be the last play of the half. 28 seconds, 27, 26. Matt Stafford goes deep. Finds Dante Robinson down to, I don't know, 35-yard line or so. That was a play 48 yards down to the 33-yard line. My bad. 33-yard line is where he goes down. And that is going to bring us into the end of the first quarter there for the Rams after that big play, and they're going to be just outside of the red zone here as we will begin our second quarter soon after we just came back from commercial. Hopefully they'll make this commercial break maybe a little bit quicker, but usually these are longer commercial breaks at the end of quarters, so we'll see about that. Dante Robinson, though, coming up big. That was a contested catch. It's good placement by Stafford, but even better, I think, contested catch there by Dante Robinson. Once again, for a 48-yard gain there, down to the 33-yard line of Philadelphia. Big, big play. I want to see, was there any let's see here. What's going on in the Twitter? Eagles have 115 rushing yards in the opening quarter. Well, it was a long first quarter. Snow is increasing at the link and appears to be laying on the grass in certain parts of the field. There we go. So we're starting to get a little bit of snow buildup. And I would say, well, I mean, that benefits the running games. And both teams got a pretty good, strong running game, though. But, you know, Philly has probably got the better running game. I think that benefits Philadelphia more, bad weather here, than it benefits the Rams. But the Rams, maybe knowing that, maybe part of the reason why they get aggressive there on that play. Part of, not all of it, of course. But trying to get some points in here quickly before the weather gets worse. I don't know if it's supposed to for the rest of the game. In November, Saquon Barkley scored on runs of 72 and 70 yards against the Rams. And there he scored on a 62-yard line. So, update on the Braden Fisk injury. Defensive lineman for the Los Angeles Rams there is questionable to return. So, that was, if you remember, he had gone limping off of the field earlier. Hopefully he's okay. Getting back here, Saquon, Quinyon Mitchell to the locker room. Yeah, so definitely some key injuries going on both sides of the ball here. Rams along the line, and Fisk is a guy who can help against the run, so that definitely does not help them. He's not like a pure, edge rusher. He definitely he gets pressure, but he's also a bigger guy who can help set the edge. All right, here we go. 21-yard line here. 19-yard line. So they are in the red zone. Did they miss a play? Yeah, they just skipped a play on the freaking coverage here. That's just terrible. Why are commercials really more important than the game? Oh, pretty soon it's just going to be all commercials. We don't even need to see the game. So on first down, there was a offensive holding call. No, they showed that. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I just had the placement on the previous play wrong. I'm an idiot. All right, 29-yard line here. After a holding call, 1st and 20, Kyron Williams gets the run. He brings it all the way up to the 21-ish yard line. Gain of 8 or 9. We'll call it 9, I think. As it's going to be, 29 to the 21, 20, yeah, 8.5. I don't know what they'll call it. 9 or 10. Showing the Dunta Robinson catch again here. A little bit of a simultaneous situation. It's 2nd and 11. To continue to show Robinson. There we go. Thank you. Matt Stafford in the shotgun. He's got a back to his right, back to receiver to his left. Cooper Kupp, I assume there. It's going to go out to who I assumed was Cooper Kupp. Is Cooper Kupp number 10? Because if so, he just got a catch. Yes, that is Cooper Kupp. And that's going to bring it down to just shy of the first down. So it's going to be 3rd and short here as the snow does continue to come down even heavier. It looks like heavy snow, too. Wet snow, I should say. Usually, if snow looks like it's rain kind of coming down, then it's a wetter, heavier snow, of course. If it's just kind of floating down, then it's a nice, light, fluffy snow. This is not floating down. This is coming down. Might even be a mix. It looks like maybe a little bit of hail in there. Some beads bouncing around off of guys. Nothing bad. Not big hail. Just a mixture. Oh, a wintry mix, as they call it. That's going to bring it to 4th and short there as Philadelphia stuffs the run play. That's Chauncey Gardner-Johnson coming down on the run. Catches him in the backfield. Going to be 4th and 3. As the Rams are going to the sideline, will have to be settling for a field goal here after that big play. So big stop by Philadelphia, especially if this game's starting to get to a cold, bad weather game. As I said, I think that benefits Philly a little bit more than it benefits the Rams. And so, you really wanted to capitalize, get this game back to equal here, get that 1-point lead even. For the Rams, field goal comes through for 3 points. But they were unable to do that. So that's a big stop by Philadelphia there as they maintain a 3-point lead. Philadelphia moving up to 7 points. Philly's sitting at 13. And we'll move the ball. Bada boom, bada bing. How we doing, chat? You having a good time? Are you having a good time out there? Yeah. 12 minutes, 47 seconds left in the second half after that. Yeah, we're all caught up on stuff. I don't have anything to add. We got a commercial for flight risk going on. Is that Donnie, what's his face in there? What's the cast of Flight Risk? The Boston guy. From the movie Ted. Mark Wahlberg. It was Mark Wahlberg. He looked different there. I think he might have had some prosthetics or something. Or a wig. Local commercial for me. Carlos. 3rd and 2. Then you run when everyone knows you're running. So that's what I was saying about that 2nd and 2 before. Because everybody knew that they were going to run. And then instead, they called that little screen out. But it didn't work then. So I guess, that's probably why they didn't call that play again now. Because it didn't work the first time. Michael's Budget Podcast. What is up, home dog? Thanks for stopping through. Chiefs 3-peat, baby. Let's go. I did not know. I don't think I knew that you were a Chiefs fan. Are you a Chiefs fan, or is that just your favorite team left in the playoffs? Michael. Miguel. Carlos, not been a fan of the play calling so far. Rams need to make sure they go it and get 2 interior linebackers and some big run stuffers in the offseason. They are small and weak. Mahomes fan. All right, I see. He's good. So, Philly, wow. Philly just not going down on the kick return. Brings it all the way down to the 43-yard line, and he was contacted back at, like, the 20-yard line at first contact. That, Carlos has got it there. Tackling was pathetic. Not physical enough. They also can't kick field goals. I like that random addition of can't kick field goals. That was bad. I think that is not a good sign of things to come for the Rams if they don't buck up here. That was a bad showing on their special teams there. Once again, they contacted the runner at the 20-yard line, and the return man, I should say, and he continued to go for another 23 yards. So Philadelphia now gets the ball at their own 43-yard line to start this drive, 1st and 10. As the green field is turning white as the stuff from the sky continues to come down. Barkley gets met in the backfield, does a great job to squeeze out and get back to the line of scrimmage there, but going to be, I believe, no gain. Maybe they give him a yard there. Yeah, okay. Squeeze forward for like 2/3 of a yard. It's going to be 2nd and 9 for Philadelphia as, yes, this stuff continues to come down from the sky. Cold, wet. Oof, that's the kind that start to feel in your bones as your clothes get wet. Might see some guys in some long clothes coming in after coming out of halftime if this stuff does not let up. All right, Jalen Hurts in the shotgun, 2nd and 9, goes back, scans the field. He's going to go rush the ball. He slides there 3-4 yards short or so. It's going to be 3rd and 3 for Jalen Hurts as the clock comes down to about 11.5 minutes left in the half. Will I be doing the Bills-Ravens? No. Just keeping it to one game for now. I did not prep for that game, and I got to get some dinner after this. So I thought this would be a fun one to call, so I just chose this one. I think there's more competition with the Bills-Ravens game. I thought there'd be more chance of people happening upon this game, too. So, Philly gets the first down there, 1st and 10. That was a quick throw to A.J. Brown, his first catch of the game, 2nd target, I recall. Dropped the first one, but catches that one here. Gets the call from Devonta Smith as he never made it to they're hurrying the ball up here from their own 45-yard line after that. That was about a 6-7 yard catch there. Jalen Hurts out on the run, gets some decent blocking, and then he slides down. It's going to be about a 7-yard rush there from Hurts on 1st down. And going to make it 2nd and 4, it looks like. I guess it's a 6-yard run. Ball probably was back a little bit further than I thought on the slide. And we'll see what they do here. Jalen Hurts in the shotgun. Barkley to his left. Got his tight end on the line to his left as well. And Devonta Smith crosses the front. It's handed off to Saquon Barkley, who goes for, I think that was 7 yards on the run there, all the way down to the 32-yard line of the Rams. As they continue to go no huddle here on this drive. Barkley to the left. Hurts in the shotgun. Changing, making I guess his center farted. He blows out a little bit away there as he made some sort of change and hands it off to Barkley. So they canceled the pass, turned it into a run. Only goes for 2 yards there. Didn't like what he was seeing. I think they're going to huddle up here, bring in a different group. Yes, they do decide to huddle up here. 2nd and 8. John Dotson on the field. Jalen Hurts in the shotgun, goes back, scans the field, shoots it to his primary target, A.J. Brown, and just overthrows him. Throws it away. One or the other. It's going to be 3rd and 8. Michael, how you doing? How's life going? I'll probably be doing like a normal like Thursday, just kind of Q&A type, just to get everybody back together. Whoever wants to come in and say hi for, however long I go. But I'll probably do that this week, Thursday, last week. I don't know. I've got some, things that I'm doing sometimes prevent that, but I do want to make that somewhat regular of a thing. So just a heads up on that. All right, 3rd and 8 here. Jalen Hurts in the shotgun. Saquon or Kenneth Gainwell, maybe. Kenneth Gainwell to his right. Saquon scans and the pressure, a late blitz, or maybe just a stunt comes right up the middle. That was Jared Verse, so not a blitz. But Jared Verse came in right up the gut and tackled Jalen Hurts for a big loss there. And so I think they're going to be punting it from here. Yes. That brought it all the way back to the 41-2 yard line. So, especially with the weather, they will punt this ball. Los Angeles Rams back to return at about... that's a very nice punt. Going to go down at the 6-7 yard line there. So, the Rams will be starting their drive. 8 minutes to go left in the half from about the 7 yard line, it looks like. I want whoever wins from LA or Philadelphia to go to the Super Bowl. I'm okay if Washington goes, but Philadelphia has been my prediction for some time now, so I guess that's who I'm rooting for just for my prediction's sake. And then Buffalo on the other side was my prediction. Yeah, a little disappointing. A lot disappointing for Detroit, but I'm a little bit disappointed in them because, I was rooting for them to actually do it for once. I like the team. But just one too many injuries. I think, even if that Amik Robertson injury happens like 2/3 into the game, it might even be a different game. It's just like, I just think that just set things to a bad tone to start that game for a team that was already very, very much on their last guys. No depth. They had no depth left. And even a lot of their starters were supposed to be depth pieces at the start of the season. Chiefs-49ers rematch last year. Maybe another Chiefs-Eagles rematch. Yeah, I don't have anything against the Chiefs. I would like to see someone else get there. Ravens or Buffalo. I do like those teams a little bit more now than Kansas City, as they've gotten rid of a couple of pieces that were the reason that I like that Kansas City defense. They have some other pieces that I do like on that defense, but that'd be... I don't know how that game goes, Chiefs-Eagles. I know it's a week behind us, but seeing the Vikings lose, all I could think about was Metro's reaction. Yeah, he's not around, huh? Yeah, you wonder. I warned weeks ago about the Vikings. Teams that win by 3 points or less, a lot, often lose. First time in the playoffs, first time that the ball starts going their way, when they start playing against more competition. That's just not the makings of Super Bowl teams normally. Super Bowl teams tend to do a little bit better. Who is this Sabrina Carpenter person? I still don't know who that is. Holy chill beefsteaks. Oh my god. That's like 3 meals for me. They got some massive Philly cheesesteaks that they're serving at the stadium. Oh, it looks like they at least cut that in half. So at least I was making like 2 servings. So it's just 2 meals for me. Or a meal and a half if I'm really hungry. Which, when I'm drinking, I get hungry. So, and when I'm at a football game, I'm drinking. I used to always, I'm a Packers season ticket holder in the family. So, when I lived in Green Bay, we often got a few games as children of those season ticket holders. And I often just told my friends, it's a free ticket, but you gotta buy me a few drinks, and you gotta get me to and from the game safely. I don't care if it's you driving, if you're paying for someone else to drive, whatever the case. And that always worked out nicely. All right, play action here. Well, Stafford, it was actually a trick play, whatever the case. I don't think that ball's live. LA ends up getting it. Philadelphia could have made a tough, higher effort of trying to recover the ball. They are going to call him down. As the clock goes, they seem to be, I don't know what... The Rams seem to have this urgency that I don't think that they should need here. Like they're trying to get 2 more possessions in the half or something. I don't know. Kind of weird. So that was a fumble. So far. Yes. That was a fumble. If Philadelphia would have tried to recover it, and they could have gotten it and recovered it, that would have been their ball. That is a big mistake by Philadelphia players. Wow, nice play there by the secondary of Philly on 2nd and 10. I mean, on 1st and 10. Matt Stafford tries to feather it into Dante Robinson. The ball takes a little long to get there, and the Philadelphia secondary comes in, smacks him as the ball comes in. We got a cat. We got a cat, folks. All right, so 2nd and 10 for the Rams here. Snickers, my cat's one of the more popular artists. I agree. Oh, you're going to tell me who Serena Carpenter is? All right, I don't think I've ever heard a song of hers. She's a singer, right? It's going to be 3rd and 1 after a 9-yard reception for Puka Nacua, who seems to be feeling it. He's not limping or anything, but he's just kind of looking down. I don't know. It just seems like he felt that hit. So, you know, he's perpetually banged up. I just wonder if that's something there. And if that hurts his route running or anything like that, if that's like his abdomen. So 3rd and 1, they hand it off to Kyren Williams, who gets stuffed in the backfield. I mean, what are you supposed to do there? That's a good, I mean, that's just a really good defensive play. I know Carlos is not going to be happy with that, but it's 3rd and 1. You got to run it. And they don't. You know, you're just complaining not too long ago about them not running it on 3rd and 2. Bad blocking. That is an area that the Rams could use to improve their offensive line. Oh. So it looks like that assignment was receivers who got tripped up by his own offensive lineman. So they're going to punt that away. Philadelphia's going to get the ball again. Good thing I didn't ever adjust the ball here or the quarter yet. I should adjust the quarter. People are going to get confused. It sits down there, and I just don't always see it. All right, so that was a muffed punt situation there, but quickly Dijon, the punt returner, gets it back for Philadelphia. So no harm, no foul at the end of the day there. As Philadelphia gets the ball back, about 5 minutes, 4 minutes, something left. 5 minutes, 18 seconds left in the quarter, in the half. And let's see. Sabrina Carpenter is one of the people who benefited from Disney Channel. Okay, yeah, I mean, that's pretty normal. She's like Selena Gomez, Olivia Rodrigo, another one I don't know. They started off at Disney Channel, and then and Britney Spears, and Justin Timberlake, and Ariana Grande, and Christina Aguilera, and there's a few others too. Yeah, lots of Disney Channel stars, and then ended up getting even more fame. One of the most her biggest hit is called Espresso. I never heard it. Kat is the real star of the show. I know. That's why she comes on, you know. Just whenever she wants. She says, okay, well, it's my turn. Kitty cat, closing her eyes, cat. See how well behaved she is. Look at that. So I will probably have to feed her at halftime, a little earlier than her normal eating time, but that's when it's going to make sense. So hopefully I don't get raided while I go off to feed her. Never heard any of her songs except that one. Yeah, one day she just showed up on YouTube Shorts for me, and I actually thought that it was fake. I watched it, and I thought that she was... I thought it was just like a gag thing. Like, I didn't think she was a real star. I thought there was someone who's pulling the wool over my eyes. and it was like a fake celebrity sort of short reel thing. But it turned out that she's real. Not missing anything, Austin. Yeah, no, I don't think I am. I don't. From what I have seen of her, I don't think that she sings the kind of music that I mean, I don't mind pop music. I assume she sings pop, but probably on the fringe of pop music that I don't care about as much. I assume. I don't know. I'll try to give this song Espresso. That name does not get me hyped either. A shot. So Philadelphia starting from their own 9-yard line on this drive. 5 minutes 18 seconds left. You can bring the clock down, go down there, get a field goal, get a touchdown. They hand it off to Saquon Barkley, who goes forward for about 2 yards there. Going to bring it to 2nd and 8. I mean, I guess it depends what the song's about, right? You know, shot of espresso. I'm trying to think. Okay, so it's about a boy who energizes, brings her day. You know, she wakes up to this boy and stuff, and like it energizes your day. That's my guess. Like a shot of espresso, you know. Every time you see him, it's like a shot of espresso. It's gotta be. That's gotta be what it's. It can't be about coffee. It's not about espresso. It's about the feeling that you get when you're with your significant person of the day, of the month. I don't know. 4.5 minutes, 4:27, 4:26, 25, 24, if you care. Jalen Hurts, after a holding call on Jordan Mailata, 2nd and 13 there, and they hand it off to Saquon Barkley. It's going to be a 1-yard loss, so that's going to make it 3rd and 14 for Philadelphia. This drive not going like you wanted to. Saquon Barkley, a bit of a limp, goes to call to get off the field, and it looks like they tell him to stay on the field. Maybe, if he can. So they're probably just like, hey, look, you're just going to ask you to block, so you don't have to run. Stay on the field. Might be the case. Let's see if he's still on the field or not. It's obviously about coffee. Okay. All right, yeah, Barkley does stay on the field after calling to get off. They told him to stay on, so I assume he's just going to stay back and block here. Well, he kind of does a hitch step, and the play actually goes to him, and he gets a first down. Screen pass out to Barkley. He goes for 14, 16 yards, and he calls once again, I think, to get off the field there. Yes. Calls to get off the field. You can see he's a little uncomfortable getting going on that play, but once he got going, then, his injury was behind him for a moment. But he's not feeling comfortable. We'll see how that goes. It takes a hit there, too. It's going to be 3 minutes on the clock here. 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line for Philadelphia. Caramel Macchiato, that's going to be the next song. All right, that goes out to Kenneth Gainwell, who gets a gain of about 10 yards in there. Yeah, I think that's going to be a new set of downs there. 1st and 10 from the 29, maybe? Brings it down to the 31. Did I say 29? Oh, because I thought they were at the 19. They're at the 21-yard line. Now they're at the 31-yard line. Yep. All right, Hurts back. 2 minutes, 28 seconds, 27, 26 as the clock continues to go. Hurts taking his time. Probably going to be the last. Well, I mean, it depends what happens on the play. But 2 minutes, 18 seconds. They hand it off to Kenny Gainwell. Nice choice there on the RPO. And he goes for another 9 to 10. It looks like they're going to give him the first down, so another 10 yards for Ken Gainwell as he's subbing in here. The clock's going to continue to go down to the 2-minute warning, and that brings it to the 41-yard line. So Philadelphia are going to start with a brand new set of downs from the 41-yard line, their own 41, as we are seeing Saquon Barkley getting some treatment over on the sideline. He's not in the blue tent or anything. I couldn't tell what they were doing to help him out, but some sort of discomfort that they're going to help him with. It's going to be a whole album of different types of coffee. Yes, the Americano. I don't drink coffee, so I'm limited to popular types of coffee. The Americano, caramel macchiato, espresso, double shot of espresso, venti. I know that's just a size, but you know, venti. I'm out. Coffee. Yeah, coffee. Strong, black, milk and sugar, creamer. These could all be like, you know, bonus tracks. The Rolls line with Saquon rushing yards is definitely going to hit. Well, as long as he's going to continue to be in the game. But yes, probably. At 82 yards in the first half, we'll see if he comes back out. But they're probably not going to be rushing too much more in this. We'll see. Completions, yeah, he's only at 7 right now. And as the game weather continues to be worse, that's not going to help that. Yards, completions. What was the other thing? Oh, no, that was his team. I was going to say, was it Cup? Oh, Stafford interception. Yeah, it hasn't come through yet. There's my dance for espresso. Actually, it'd be like shot of espresso. I don't know. That was bad dance. We'll just ignore that. All right, somebody Taylor, sideline reporting. Can't remember her name, but she's a party woman. Tony Dungy, a handsome gentleman, also on the sideline, helping to report. And that's play action kind of play there to Smith, which goes for about 2 yards there on first down. It's going to be a 2nd and 8 from the 43-yard line for Philadelphia as they hurried up 1 minute 44, 43. They've got 3 timeouts. We're not really too concerned about the clock right now. 2nd and 8, probably take a little bit of time off the clock. 135 play. I mean, he's scanning the field. He's obviously called hut by now. He's trying to get out of bounds. He does. He rushes for about 10 yards. Maybe a penalty there. I mean, he's well out of bounds before that tackle. I have not seen a flag, but I feel like there should have been one. We'll see on this replay. Maybe I'm overreacting. I'm not trying to be crazy about it. Just seemed late. Yeah, he's well out of bounds. 1, 2, I mean... Okay, so didn't really tackle him so much as he's got some hand on him. I think I'm okay with that not getting called. 1 minute 29 seconds, 1st and 10 from... They crossed the 50-yard line on that 44-yard line or so. 46-yard line it looks like they're going to be on here. Saquon Barkley gets the ball, goes for about 9 yards on that run. So it's going to be 2nd and 1 from the 35, 37-yard line. 37, right? Yeah. As we see the clock go down towards a minute, Hurts looking, goes deep. He's got a man. That's A.J. Brown who drops it. Does not catch it inbounds. He catches it. He drops it. It does not hit the ground, and then he catches it while he's out of bounds. He gets up. He kind of looks like he's limping for a moment. I think he's fine. Just kind of the cold weather maybe on the hamstrings. Yeah, might have just caused him to... I don't know. He's jogging off. He's acting a little tender hip. I don't know. Nope. He's jogging not off. That's good. He's okay, if not banged up a little bit. 57 seconds yet. The Philadelphia calls their timeout. They, I don't know, maybe just felt like they needed a moment there. So 3rd and 1 for Philadelphia. And take a breather. Also going to give the Los Angeles Rams defense a little bit of a breather here. Nine plays, 54 seconds, 4 minutes, 21 seconds off the clock so far on this drive. We are staying with the game, not going to go on to commercial. Jalen Hurts gets a little bit of a warm-up for a moment from the coat. Comes back out, like I said. I think some of these guys might be putting on some long shirts for the second half. We'll see. I know you want to be tough, but it doesn't hurt to also be warm. And I haven't seen them with like heaters along the sidelines. Maybe they'll bring those out at halftime as well. I don't know. All right. Philadelphia in the shotgun. Smith goes in action, and they hand it off to Saquon, who's going to get a first down and more, about 3 yards. Maybe a 4-yard gain there or so, maybe 3. From Saquon on 3rd and 1, gives him a new set of downs, 45, 44, 43, as Philadelphia goes up to the line of scrimmage. I assume we're just seeing shots. There we go. Jalen Hurts in the shotgun, 35, 34, and dumps it off to Saquon. 2nd and long here. They are at their own 32-yard line after that. I think they're going to take a timeout here. Yes, they take a timeout here. Now the clock, they've taken a little too long to get not quite far enough. So the clock is starting to work against them here. They're going to have to be conscientious about that. It's okay settling for 3, but you definitely like to get a touchdown. You had enough time. You don't want to be settling for a touchdown, settling for a field goal because of a time crunch here. And they did take a luxury timeout just a moment ago. So, 30 seconds left on the clock here as we get back to the game. A.J. Brown out wide to the left. It is 31 degrees, so yeah, this is a wintry mix coming down as it is just about freezing temperature. 2nd and 8. After that 2-yard dump off to Saquon. Hurts gets oh man, the ball is loose, and it does look like Philadelphia is going to recover it. The clock is going to continue to go. So I think here you're probably going to end up 3rd down. I mean, you want to call play so you can maybe get into field goal position, but they're not going to have time. They're just going to take a timeout late here. Timeout with 3 seconds left. Might as well have just gone to half after that. They're probably just going to hand it off, I'm guessing, after this. Watch. They're just going to hand it off. Or do you take the Hail Mary shot? That's Ken Gainwell there was supposed to pick up the block, and he did not pick up his assignment. I think that was on him. And then, who was that? Spate got pressure up the middle and got that ball loose. So that was a sack fumble. 3 seconds left on the clock. That takes them out of field goal range, takes them out of contention to get a touchdown easily at least. 3rd and 21 here. Hurts 9 of 12, so actually back on pace for that completions. Completion here would go a long ways for the roll. And Los Angeles Rams now taking a timeout after Philadelphia gets set up. 3rd and 23. Once again, I imagine that Philly's just going to end up running this, but we'll see. So they're looking at Barkley's wrist, which was getting taped up after I had said that he came up with some sort of injury. So yeah, it wasn't anything to his lower body, which is good. Just wrap that wrist up. It took a big hit, so I think that might be a compression wrap, probably a bruised wrist. So you compress it to help reduce swelling. Needs to read the book some more. Stafford. Alright, 3rd and 23. Actually, not taking a bite of that yet. Hurts looking downfield. Pressure. He's going to take the sack. That's going to end the half. 4 sacks now for the Rams in the first quarter. I mean, you know, it's whatever. If it's not there, you take the sack there. So, better than throwing a pick six or something. Not sack. Not going to hold that against Hurts. But, it's going to look better for Jared Verse and his end of the season stats. And help him get another $1 million whenever his next contract's up. All right. I think it was... if he needs 2 interceptions, and I didn't like that. I don't remember exactly what his wording was, but I understood it at the time to have been 1 or more. Still like the Eagles so far. Same here, but boy. You really wanted that. But here is why you take the ball at the second half. I mean, look at this. Now they have a chance after half to come in and take the lead. Getting the ball. So, I'll wait a minute just in case a raid comes here, but I want to feed my cat too. What to do? I'll give Grassi 5 minutes. He just raided me like 2 weeks ago, so I assume he would pass up on this, but I know he's running low on people to raid. Who knows? Maybe he even forgot who the heck I am by now. So, we'll wait a moment. I don't want people to be talking to a chair if I do leave. It's halftime. Feed the cat. Michael, I will. I'm just giving it a minute once again. I don't want to be rated while I'm not here. Michael, can you take care of the raid if I'm gone? Can you let everybody know I said hello? When I'm gone, they're gonna love me when I'm gone. Michael, I assume you're a big fan of, you know what I have not seen yet? I still haven't gone and seen, that movie. I'm about to do your halftime ritual. The way you worded that, Michael, I got a feeling. Yeah, Nosferatu. I still haven't seen it. I do want to see it in theaters, though, specifically. I can bring my phone with me, so that way I can say, thank you, I'll be right back. Alright, well, I have everything set up, so I won't be gone for too long. Well, still, usually he's finished raiding within, I think, a couple of minutes, and he does like 3 or 4 quick raids, so I think another minute or 2 and I should be fairly safe to leave. But was I onto something there, Michael, about your halftime ritual? Does that involve a newspaper and a throne? I know newspaper, that's kind of an out-of-date reference, but I feel like it still comes through. So we're going to be in the 3rd quarter. Why don't I update this? So Los Angeles Rams are going to be getting the ball, if I recall correctly. I think so. And it's going to be the Toy Coida. Technically it's halftime right now, but we all know that. There we go. Bada bing, bada boom. I've got a... What's this? I've got a text somewhere that says, be right back, that I can put over the screen. I don't know. Oh, here it is. Oh! I got rid of me. Hold up, I'm coming back. There we go. Alright, be right back. Like, boom. Whoa! Oh boy, baby. There we go. Playing games. Alright. Carlos, the play calling has been atrocious. Still not liking it. Carlos, I appreciate you hanging around, my man. I will. Be right back. I gotta go. Pay the landlord, and that meaning I gotta feed the cat. You don't feed the cat, you get in trouble. She is sleeping. She probably wouldn't care. It's a little bit early, but otherwise you gotta wait until after the game, and that's too late. I will be right back, Carlos, to follow up on what you're saying. Un momento. Cat, hey, wake up. Whoop, whoop. Food. Let's go. Let's go. Keep moving. Alright, I'm back. Cat's got food. Alright, good. We didn't get raided or nothing. Boom. 3rd and 14. And you know they're throwing the screen. And you let him complete it for 16. Yeah. I know it's Barkley. Stay on him. Max, don't blitz there. Yeah, if they blitz there, that was a mistake. On the defensive side of the ball. Alright, so we've got people attending to the field. Why are their lines going up and down it? Well, I'm not sure about the halftime maintenance of the field and what exactly they're doing, but they're doing something to keep some of the snow off of some parts of it. Meanwhile, I get some non-dinner in me. Close game at half here. Let's see if there's any injury updates coming. Ooh, Commanders, offensive lineman Sam Cosme, he's a big piece of their offensive line, tore his ACL, is out for the season. So that does not help things for them. Or going into next year. That's going to make O-line all the more bigger of a need for them. Hurts. Smith. Halftime. I think maybe we come back. Do they not have any kind of halftime entertainment there? You think at this point in the playoffs they might. Wow. Jalen Hurts only attempted 3 passes further than 5 air yards down the field. So past 5 yards past the line. Well, I think it's 5 yards past. I think the air yards begins at the line of scrimmage. Oh, we're incomplete. He was 9-9 for 66 yards on passes with 5 or fewer air yards. That's from Tim McManus of ESPN. Or, I don't know if Tim is with ESPN, but that's from ESPN Stats Info. He is quoting them. Quoting them even though he didn't quote tweet them. Carlos, much like your complaints, Philadelphia also has some complaints. Bad sacks, bad clock management. A couple of big drops from A.J. Brown on 2 of those deep passes. 2 of those 3 deep passes. That could have been caught, so. People on the other side of the ball also not happy with how their team's been performing. Yeah, it's been, it's not that it's been a sloppy game, but it hasn't been, like, the most crisp of games for either team so far. We'll look at some box score stats here in a moment. After I get done with this in my mouth. Don't snip that one out. Done with this in my mouth. Get your mind out of the gutter. All right. Cat has eaten and gone to the bathroom, so now she's feeling spry. This is usually about the time where she'll start running around, going meow, meow. If she's feeling up to it, we'll see. We'll see. She's just looking longingly outside now. I want to go outside and play now. She's not an outside cat, but luckily there's a Four Seasons area here that she's able to hang out with and there are little lizards, anoles they're called, that she gets to try to hunt. She has reduced the population of them, but they're still hanging around too. The smart ones. All right. So, Los Angeles Rams. Matt Stafford, 10 of 15 in the first half for 126 yards. That's an 8.4 yard average. 1 touchdown. So, solid game there. 66% completion percentage. 67. So, he's doing well. Kyren Williams, since the first quarter, a little less productive. That was to be expected because he had one big run that was really helping the average there, but still averaging 5.1 yards per carry in the first half after 9 attempts, 46 yards, so that's pretty solid. Dante Robinson has that one big catch for 48 yards, leads the receiving room there. Tyler Bigsby and Puka Nacua each with 5 targets. Tyler Higbee, did I say Bigsby? Weird. Higbee caught 4 of those for 41 yards and a touchdown. Puka caught 3 for 29. Cooper Kupp, 1 of 1 for 9 yards. And Kyren Williams caught his only target and lost a yard on it. On the other side of the ball, Jared Verse has 2 sacks. Is it Orlando Spates or Omar Spates has a sack, and so does Braden Fisk, who is questionable to return. Haven't seen any kind of update on his injury status yet, however. Outside of that, Rose Boom does have 4 tackles and an assisted tackle. Omar Spates also has that forced fumble and recovery. Their kicker, 1 of 1 from 30, and got the extra point. So we are back. Philadelphia, 66 yards passing from Hurts on 12 attempts, 9 receptions, 94 yards rushing for Saquon Barkley and a touchdown. Hurts adding 67 yards himself on 5 attempts and a touchdown. Barkley also leading in the receiving room with 24 yards on 3 receptions for 3 attempts. Goddard 2 for 2. Gainwell 1 for 10. Smith and A.J. Brown combined for 3 receptions on 6 targets for a combined 12 yards. So, Los Angeles Rams doing well against that. And we are going. The third quarter has begun. as they're showing the interview for Nick Sirianni, but I believe the Rams will be starting from their own 30. There was not a return that I saw on that. The cat's back, by the way. Meow. Meow, 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 meow. Boom. And play action, kind of, on first down. Matthew Stafford going deep, not going to be completed. That falls harmlessly out of bounds, as that was targeted to Cooper Kupp, who just does not look like the man that he was 2 years ago anymore. All right, 2nd and 10 from their own 30. 14 minutes, 54 seconds left on the clock. 23, 22, 21 for the play clock. 20, 19 if you want to sync up with me. 17, 16, 15, 14, 13. All right, so we got trips to the right. Stafford behind center. Looks like they're probably going to run it to Kyren. Let's see here. And they do. Kyren takes the handoff, and he gets... he's going to fall forward for, I think, 3 yards. So it's going to be 3rd and 7. Didn't really surprise anybody on that one. But they tried. And let's see what they do. It's actually apparently a 2-yard gain there, so it's 3rd and 8. I've got 4 receivers off to the right. Stafford in the shotgun, changes the play. Man goes in motion over to the left side of the formation. And he's looking to the left. He gets it released to, I think, is that Higbee again for like 8 yards? I mean, for like 6 yards. So it's going to be 4th and 2. 5-yard gain, 4th and 3. From their own, 37 or something. So expect them to be punting here. They've got the punting unit out there. With this weather, I don't really expect them to try and do a fake. We'll see. Still seeing some white on the ground there. Oh, they cleared up the hashes, of course. That's what they were clearing up. Whoa! Punter gets it away. Almost gets touched. He doesn't. Philadelphia's got it on the return. He's going to get to the 15-yard line. So, Philadelphia's going to be starting at their own 15-yard line. After this break. Oh. Maybe not. Showing Becton blocking, killing it as a guard for Barkley. Becton been doing well for them in that guard. 13 minutes, 20 seconds left here as Philadelphia starts in the 3rd quarter. As Philadelphia starts their drive. So we can move the football on over to them. Boom, boom. And Jalen Hurts in the shotgun. 15-yard line to start this drive yet again. Here, Smith goes in motion over to the right-hand side, and the ball quickly comes to him as he gets an easy release. And he's going to go for 7 or 8 yards. They're going to give him 7 yards on that. It's going to be 2nd and 3 for Philadelphia from their own 22-yard line after that play. And let's see if they stick to the air, if they hand it off. The white substances that are falling from the sky are still falling from the sky. So things have not cleared up during halftime. And Hurts gets the ball, hands it off to Barkley, who gets stuffed at the line of scrimmage. And that's almost a loss there, but it's going to be 3rd and 3. That was Brown on the tackle for the Rams. Still got a cat on my lap. You can see that tail every now and then right over here. All right. Hurts back in the shotgun, 3rd and 3. 22-yard line. Takes it. He looks. He scans, and incomplete to A.J. Brown. I thought there was a lot of contact there, but nobody asking for any kind of fouls or anything there. That's going to end that drive. So defenses have been taking over in this game here for some time now. And that was Jared Verse who got the pressure there to get rid of that ball quickly. And we're going to get the punt here from Philly. So the Rams currently have the field of play advantage, as that punt is good. Goes all the way down to the 22-yard line, and they're going to take him down there at about the 26 actually. So good coverage on that punt. That goes nice and deep. Very good job by the Gunners of getting down there, not letting him get loose, and return that for a lot. So the Rams will be getting the ball back at their own 26-yard line. And that was huge from Philadelphia and the punter to be able to flip the field back into their favor on that. A bad punt would not have been good. How big of a punt was that? "55-yard net punt there, I think. So, that's good. Volk. All right. Make sure the cat's got room if she wants it. There we go. How are we doing, chat? So this game, with the weather coming in, has really turned into a defensive matchup. And both these defenses have the ability to really harm the others. Is it me, or is my camera a little out of focus there? That better? Yeah, that looks better, right? I looked a little out of focus. Alright, what do we got? An incredible true story. I saw Starburst on the table, so apparently Starburst helped pay for this movie. Underdog of a wrestler without any legs? Or only one? One leg. I think I've seen him wrestle. Unstoppable. That sounds a lot like the football movie. Why can't I think of that? What was the Philadelphia Eagles football movie about the guy who tried out for him in like the 70s? Invincible. Invincipali. Vince Papali or something is his name. Alright, temperature has gone down to 30 degrees there in Philadelphia as it starts to cool down as the night comes in. Sun goes down, I should say. 12 minutes left in the game here. Los Angeles Rams at the 26-yard line, handed off. That's going to be for 5-yard gain. There's going to be 2nd and 5. Kyron Williams finding some room off of that. Actually going to give him 6 yards on that. So a long 5. Very short. A long 4. A long 4 yards. Reed Blankenship, 4 interceptions on the season. Career high this year. Alright, so the Rams play action. They are not going to... I thought maybe they'd run it again there. Instead, they go deep, and Puka Nakua's losing his footage. Just can't get to it. Falls harmlessly. I think that was to Puka. Yeah. So the ball falls harmlessly. Nobody's back there to get to it. Puka just trying to keep his footing as that ball was coming in. Yeah, he just knew he couldn't make it. Didn't dive for it or anything. It's not that it was overthrown. The ball was just a little bit to the inside. Puka just didn't track the ball right. 3rd and 4 here again. Rams. And going deep to Kupp, I believe that is, who catches the ball. Just nice throw, nice catch. and that's going to be down at about the 40-yard line, maybe their own 39. That's obviously going to bring a new set of downs on a first down play there. Big 3rd and 4 for 10, 20, 30 yards, actually 32 yards maybe. Nope, 30-yard play to cut. And they're on their own 38-yard line here. Trips to the right. Matt Stafford right behind center, so probably going to run it. He does. Kyren Williams goes up the middle 10 yards. Oh my gosh, he's got some green ahead of him 20 yards. And he ends up getting tackled 8 yards. Big touchdown saving tackle for maybe Zach Bond, or yes, that was Zach Bond in on the tackle there. I assume Zach Bond because he was athletic enough to stay with Kyren Williams and because of his size. Got some good blocking that springs that loose, and then Zach Bond does a great job of coming in, though, to prevent that from getting into a touchdown. It's going to be 1st and goal from their own 8-yard line here for the Rams as they look to take a lead here and not have to settle for a game-tying field goal. Oh my gosh, the ball is not handed off, fumbled, so that's going to be a loss of yardage there. Kyren Williams quickly jumps up on it. I don't know what happened with that handoff. It just didn't happen, and the ball just fell to the ground. Kyren quickly turned around and got the ball. Stafford just kind of throws it, and it just hits off of Kyren Williams' chest there. Yeah, I think it came loose from Stafford's grip, and then the ball floated instead of going right in where it's supposed to be handed off to. So cold weather, I think, is probably the culprit there. You got an older man's hands. The grip, starts to go. All right, gonna fake hand it off, play action, dump it off to Higbee there for a gain of like 2. It's gonna be 3rd and kind of long here, 3rd and goal. Third and 13 from their own 13-yard line here on 3rd and goal. 8 minutes and a half roughly here left in the 3rd quarter. Stafford in shotgun. Kyren to his right. Trips to the left. Well, 3 receivers to the left. Dante Robinson to the right. Stafford's trying to make some room. Some pressure comes in on him. Gets the sack. That is number 58. Is that who I thought it might be? No. Oh, that's Jalix Hunt, rookie, developmental pass rusher, but definitely on a 3rd and long. The type of guy you want out there is like a designated pass rusher. And he just sticks with the play, works his way through 2 tackles to end up getting Stafford after some pressure on the other side of the ball, flushes him towards him. So Hunt plays cleanup duty there. His effort wins the day there. And Philadelphia, the Rams settling for a field goal here. And that looks to be good for 3 points. They're going to tie it up with Philly. That extra point missed earlier, looming for Philadelphia. And the Rams go to 13 here. Bada bing, bada boom. The ball should be in Philadelphia's control next. As we have 7.5 minutes roughly left in the 3rd quarter. We got a cat. What? What do you want? What do you want? I don't know. I don't know what you want. I don't speak Cantonese. No. You're not missing anything, guys. Still at commercial here. I'll let you know when we come back to for syncing purposes to help get you lined up with me. Right now, I think we've got an iPhone commercial, maybe, of sorts. Nope. That was a car commercial. This I know is a Walmart commercial because I've seen Walmart about 10 times in it. Walmart Plus. It's Walmart Plus. By the way, not paid, not trying to advertise for anybody. Just filling the void. We're coming back. We're coming back. Showing some of the devastation in California due to the wildfires. You can help by bidding on some game-worn jerseys and balls at NFL.com/auction. All proceeds go to Red Cross Wildfire Relief. There are, I believe, better organizations out there as well that you can donate to. Just check them out on Navigator, I think it is, .com, something along those sorts. Just search Charity Navigator in Google, and you'll find it. And you can find organizations that most of the proceeds go directly to the issue instead of paying people's wages. All right. We are coming in hot here. 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line for Philadelphia. Whenever we get back from this advertisement, there we go. Not really an advertisement. It's talking about LA Strong donations. 1st and 10 here for Philadelphia from their own 30-yard line. Hurts in the shotgun. Saquon behind him. Tight end to his left. Receiver to his left and right. And Saquon gets it. Goes cross face and I guess he gets a yard. I don't know about that. It's going to be 2nd and long here. As that first play doesn't go far for Saquon Barkley. Question is will Philadelphia stick to the run here and try to keep establishing that, or bail and go out to the pass after this? It is 2nd and 10, so. Well, then it says 2nd and 9 here. Now it says 2nd and 9. Whatever. I don't know. 2nd and 9.5. Hurts pass the ball, gets out of the pocket, runs for about 4 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 5 after that. From their own 35-yard line. 6:50 left on the clock, 6:49. As a big 3rd down here, 3rd and 5. So 3rd and medium. Big play. Just showing a shot of Matt Stafford forever there. I don't know why, but here we go. We've got trips to the right of Hurts, who's in the shotgun yet again. Saquon to his left, and Jahan Dotson, I think that is, crosses face to the left in motion. Hurts goes back. The pocket collapses almost on him. Jared Verse got some pressure on him, but it wasn't good enough. And Dallas Goedert got that ball. He goes all the way down to their own 37-yard line. Huge gain there of 31 yards for Philadelphia. So, big 1st down play there as Goedert, the guy covering him, falls down after he gives him a little bit of a push. Not much, a little bit. But the weather didn't help. He trips up, and Goedert was wide open. So, 1st and 10 now from their own 39-yard line. Hurts drops it off to Goedert again. 4-ish yards. I guess 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5 from their own 24-yard line. Is that right? That can't be right. From their own 29-yard line. All right, audibling at the line for Hurts. 2nd and 6 now from their own 29. And hands it off to Saquon. Goes right up the middle for about 7 yards there. On 2nd and 5 is going to bring him a first down play. All the way down to now. 22? They're at the 29. Does that bring them to the 22-yard line? That's how that would work. All right. So we got a new set of downs from the 22-yard line here of Philadelphia as they're marching down the field. 4 minutes, 35 seconds, 34, 33, 32, 31. Hurts fakes the pass, goes deep to the left into the end zone, almost gets picked off as he went for A.J. Brown in the corner of the end zone. Good coverage there by number 37. Is that Kobe Durant or something? No, that wouldn't be. Quentin Lakes? Yeah, Quentin Lake. Safety? I mean, really good play by him. Really good play by Lake there. Kello Witherspoon also helping him from over the top. So it's going to be 2nd and 10 now from the 22-yard line. Philadelphia shotgun formation. Hands it off to Bart. No. Actually, a screenplay. Very well executed and drawn up play as Goddard's going to bring that all the way down to like the 2.5-yard line, 3-yard line. So, big play gain there. It's going to be 1st and goal. Wait, there's a flag. What was that? Ineligible downfield pass. There was a blocker ways ahead of him. Becton smacks himself in the head. You know, he's got a helmet on, but he punches his own helmet as that was on Becton. So that's going to be a 10-yard, 5-yard penalty. My bad. No play. It's going to be 2nd and 15. I think Becton goes a ways ahead. I remember seeing him way up there. Yep. He just thought that the play was developing quicker than it was. It's just kind of one of those things. They got to have a timer in the back of their head, and he just went a little too quick there. All right, so 2nd and 15. Hurts drops back, looks, the pocket collapses on him. He breaks one tackle, and then he gets sacked for 2 yards, maybe even 3-yard loss there, and he's hurting, but he's okay. He gets up. He's up. He's going to continue playing, limping a little bit there. Knee got maybe a little hyperextended. Yeah, I got caught under him. Hopefully he's okay. Initially, it seemed to have hurt more than once he got up. We'll see. It's not gross. It's just, it doesn't get bent in the best of ways. It's going to be 3rd and 17 here for Philadelphia. Big play here. As we'll see if Hurts can continue to run it all today. After that. And they just hand it off. That's not great. I wonder what that says about his knee. Or they're just being cautious. They want the 3 points here. So they just hand it off. Barkley gets 2 yards on the play, 3 yards. So they're going to be going for the field goal here. Yeah, I mean, I guess with how this game's going, that makes enough sense. So hopefully that was not a sign of, you know, the health of Hurts, that play decision. Jake Elliott, 28 of 36 on the season, 78%, 50-yard long, so not a guarantee here. 44-yard field goal attempt in the snow, and it's up, and it's good. It's good. So Philadelphia does end up getting 3 points on the drive. That's big for them. Going to bring it up to 16 points, 3-point lead over the Rams as the clock is at 2:19 left in the third quarter of this here divisional round game, and the Los Angeles Rams will be taking over when we get back from commercial. There's a cat in the shop. There we go, baby. There's a commercial on the television. Okay. Let's see if we've got any updates here. Don't see any on there. Jalen Hurts is going into the medical tent. He came up limping after the last sack, which I talked about that, but he is going into the medical tent right now. So that handoff to end that drive might have been to prevent from further injury and make sure that he's okay. Might have been an injury-related call there. Cornerback Quinyon Mitchell is out for the Eagles, so that obviously does not help them on defense. Once again, rookie Philadelphia Eagle Jalix Hunt got a sack today. I can't imagine he's had too many opportunities or sacks on the season, so I know at least of one, I think, earlier in the year, but still, big for him in a big game, you know, as a rookie. We're going to see if there's any other health updates after we came back from halftime. Like Braden Fisk was also downgraded to out, so that's not great. That's a knee injury. Hopefully, nothing serious. Shoulder injury for Quinyon. Two rookies who've been having really, really good years going out this game. Hopefully nothing. And currently Jalen Hurts also in the medical tent. So we'll see. Some big stuff injury-wise going on here. All right, Philadelphia fans still got their spirit. Not throwing anything at any Santa Claus, just cheering from the crowds. A visual you do not always see from Philadelphia fans being happy and cheery. So there we go. Maybe it's the dawn of a new age in Philly. Jalen Carter, 14 pass rush snaps, 0 pressures, but he did have a big play earlier. Did that play get called back or something? It looks like he did have a sack, right? Okay, so it is 1st and 10. Stafford drops back, drops that. Oh, Tyler Bigbie probably wouldn't have been going too far, but he drops it, so it's going to be 2nd and 10 instead of 2nd and 2. A new set of downs. They're going back. They're going to show Hurts walking into the medical tent, I'm sure, as they look at that injury yet again. And 2nd and 10, though, on the other side of the ball. It's still, okay, there we go. They show Hurts. I don't know if that footage was from earlier or currently in the blue tent. Actually, let me pull up tweets, not Twitter, but Kyren Williams gets the handoff, goes for about 7 yards there. So it's going to be 3rd and short-ish, 3rd and 3 after that nice hard run from Kyren. Just looking to see if somebody's come out of the blue medical tent or anything like that. Hurts remains in the tent. That was a little bit ago, though. Okay, so we'll see. 3rd and 3 here. Matt Stafford in the shotgun. The weather continues to drop snow and mixture down on them. Looks more snowy now than it did earlier, which honestly is probably a welcomed change for them. Mixed is not good. And Devontae Robinson has it in his hands and drops it, so that's going to bring 4th and short. 4th and 2, actually. It was not 3rd and 3, it was 3rd and 2. That was, that was Puka Nacua there on the drop. So, weather, once again, might be having an effect on this passing game as that ball goes in and out of Puka Nacua's hands. Punting team, I believe, coming out, so we will find out about the fate here shortly of Jalen Hurts. 3 punts, 50-yard average here, so yeah, 2 good punters been going at it too in this game. Let's that one go. That's pretty deep as well, and that's going to sit right down at about the 3-yard line. So, Philadelphia going to be backed all the way up on their 3-yard line as Evans just nails it. This weather has really helped the punters, too. Those balls have been hitting the earth and just plopping down. They're not bouncing too far. So, Hurts getting back out there. Hurts looks to be all right. Maybe got that knee wrapped up or something, but got the all go, and he's going to get back out there and give it a go. As we go to commercials on February 14th, this looks like a Marvel commercial, right? Isn't that, yeah, that's Captain America. That's the man with the wings that are metal, and the Hulk, a red Hulk. That can't be good. Captain America, Brave New World, and the digital, I don't know. Looks like it might be a plot about some sort of electronical sabotage going on there. Electronic warfare. As, once again, they kind of had like a glitchy screen. Usually that means there's something going on with the digital world. So, are we in the fourth quarter yet? No. Still a minute 16 left in the third quarter. So we're good. We're up to date on the quarter. The ball, however, is with Philadelphia. What are we doing there? Come on. Slacking. Need you guys to remind me of that sometimes. You know? Still getting used to this. What is this a commercial for? Looks like a computer game or emojis. Genmoji it. Apple Intelligence. Verizon. Alright. Genmoji. There goes the cat. She's had enough. No. Looks like she's going to hang out up here. On the desktop. Let's see. Okay. I'm convinced if you saw Jalen Hurts' leg off, he'd still try to get back in the game. Kenny Pickett? Oh, wait. What? I've got some competing reports here. Jalen Hurts is going back in the game. Kenny Pickett has to carry us home. I'm going to puke. I'm convinced. Okay, so that was just an overreaction from that dude. Jalen Hurts is in at quarterback here. Saquon Barkley in at running back. Of course, they handed off to Saquon Barkley. Once again, they're, remember, backed up all the way at their own 3-yard line. That's to be about a 4-yard run there. So that gives them a little bit of room to work with. Going to be 2nd and 6. And, of course, you know, makes 2nd down all the shorter for Philadelphia, as this weather does not let up. Definitely a weather game. I love it. I like weather. I do not look forward to a day where every game is in a dome. Yeah, looks like all the way down at the calf they have something for Hurts. I don't know if that would be a part of a brace for a knee maybe, though. But it looked like it was the bulkiest around his calf. So Hurts looks pretty comfortably as he backs up, but he's going to take a safety. Wow. Just doesn't get rid of the ball. I don't know if he was too worried about his knee and everything and how he was going to take the fall, that he's thinking about that, and he doesn't throw the ball away. He's got time to release that ball safely because he's getting tackled like at the waist as he's standing there for a while. I know it's, well, I mean, it's a safety. Oh, he can't get rid of it. He kind of loses grip of the ball, and he's got to hold on to the ball to make sure that, well, he doesn't give up a touchdown instead. So that is going to be 3 points for Los Angeles Rams, and they're going to get the ball back. Look at that. 2 points. Going to go up to 15, still trailing by a point, but hey, maybe that's why we don't, go for 2 earlier like I had said. Score 16-15 here, and what a turn. Even with that extra room they got on first down. Once again, too, weather, in good weather, I'm sure he's able to get rid of that ball, but he just loses a little bit of control of it. Punter making himself a little bit of room to punt from. so he doesn't slip. Or the kicker. So he doesn't slip on the kick. What am I looking for? Let's move this ball here. It's going to be going to the Rams. So it is windy. The winds are strong there. They're showing the flags as they're flying. I don't know if they're flying against or with this kick here for Philadelphia. But it's low. Yeah, he's kicking against the wind. He gets it all the way down to about the 15-yard line as he sails it low. And that's going to be returned up to the 35 with forward progression. Jeremiah Trotter Jr. there on special teams helping to stop that. So Los Angeles Rams going to be starting at their own 35-yard line for this next drive here to try and take the lead. Even a field goal does that. Matt Stafford, visibility's getting low. Winds are swiping. So the winds are going to be going against the Rams here after in 19 seconds of game time. So right now, I think maybe the winds are kind of going sideways across the field, actually looking at the snow. A little tough to tell for sure there. It seems to be kind of swirling, to be perfectly honest. All right, so that's going to be a handoff to Kyron Williams, who's going to get 5, 6, 7, 8. 7 or 8 yards there. Looks like they're going to give him 8. On first down, they're going to let the clock go down to the fourth quarter here, as the Rams will continue. 2nd and 2 from the opposing 43-yard line when we return. Look at that. What a big safety play there. So who had that safety, guys? That's a good question, because I did not report that. That was split between Gallimore and K. Thomas. I am familiar with Gallimore. I think it's Nate or Nick. One or the other. And actually, they're just going to give him the whole thing. They just changed it. It was split. Now he's got the whole thing. Right as I was looking at it. So, Mr. Gallimore takes the ball. Hey, guys, what are you doing? We are going into the fourth quarter. Smell some food getting made, and it smells delicious. This is a cat. There you go, you can see it. It's a butt. Oh. Coming back. Always with the lap. Oh. We're going to reverse that decision. Never mind. I wasn't being very welcoming with giving her a landing zone on the lap. What you doing? What do you want? You've been fed. I think she just wants to go outside. You know what? We're down to a quarter here. You want to go out? Let her out at the next commercial here. Un momento. Yeah. Yawn. Yawn it off. Gonna go get some more food and water. There we go. That's the style, Kit Kat. Alright. Nope. Ah. Okay, so right-handed. Nope. There we go. What is this? They got a drone going around a track here. I assume, once again, maybe the Penn State track or something. I don't know. That was definitely earlier today before snow fell. And here we go. 2nd and 10? What? No? Why would you say 2nd and 10? 2nd and 3 or 2, I think it is. And Kyren Williams gets the ball, drops the ball, and Philadelphia has it. That's a live ball. Almost certainly Philadelphia is going to return that down to the 20, 10-yard line. Maybe the 9-yard line. That was Rodgers on the recovered the fumble. I'm not exactly sure who that is. I think I've got the name right, but it's going to be 1st and goal, I think, from the 10-yard line for Philadelphia after Kyren just fumbles it. Once again, the weather is having an impact on this game. Maybe it does. Oh, Jalen Carter might have gotten his big old bear paws up in there. I don't even know if that's looks like even bigger than Jalen Carter. Who is that? It is Jalen Carter. It is Jalen Carter. I shouldn't assume anybody could look bigger than Jalen Carter. Jalen Carter causes that fumble, gets his hands in there, and especially with the weather, doesn't help things. And that ball went a sliding. It's going to be 1st and 10, actually, from the 10. So they do have the ability here to get a 1st down without getting... No, 1st and goal there. I don't know why this thing's got that wrong. 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. Just inside the 10. What a fortunate change of events there. That could be the game. So Saquon Barkley gets the ball. He charges all the way down to about the 1-yard line, maybe the 2. 8 to 9-yard carry. Barkley is jacked up after that run. We are here in the 4th quarter, 14 and a half minutes. That was the first play on that fumble of the 4th quarter. Jalen Hurts and group, 2nd and goal from about, like a full 2 yards out there. They hand it off to Saquon again, who gets met in the backfield, doesn't get anywhere, kind of struggles to get his footing going, and is unable to have enough force to do anything when he's met in the backfield. Didn't have enough momentum going. So that is Roseboom, who boom sticks him in the backfield there. Big play by Roseboom. I know he's getting trash talked a little bit earlier by Carlos, but hopefully Carlos is happy to see him make a play. I think he's got the most tackles on the day, so he's doing some stuff right. 13 minutes, 40 seconds left on the clock. Jalen Hurts got a jumbo group out there with A.J. Brown out at wide receiver. They hand it off to Saquon again, who squirts through. They're calling it a touchdown. It was definitely close. I'm sure they'll look at it. It's a scoring play, so that's the way to call it. So that way you can just look at it and verify that is a touchdown. There's a lot of arguing with people. Yeah, see, I don't know. It sure is close. Once again, they'll continue to look at it. That was a good view. Go back to the other view. Why would you show this view? Not a better view. Just replay the same one again. There we go. So, elbow down. Ball, the nose looks like it might be ahead. I don't think that can be overturned. So we'll see. We'll see here. By the way, Philly's got the ball. What are we doing here? What are we doing? The freaking production crew here sucks. There we go. So I'm going to hold off on changing the score here, but it is currently Philadelphia. Actually, I am going to change it because I do believe he did get that. So we'll call it here and see if if that holds or not. No. They are going to reverse it. They are going to call him short. I thought maybe that it was tough to tell for sure with all the snow and everything, but I thought maybe that nose was too close to call, but they feel that it was not over the line, so it's going to be 4th and short. Can I just Control Z? Oh, look at that undo button. It works. Control Z is my hero because I make a lot of mistakes. All right. So it looks like it's going to be 4th and an inch, and you know what that means. It's Jalen Hurts time, baby. By the way, Saquon Barkley goes over 111, so we're good on that one. Jalen Hurts sitting at 12 completions. That's not looking good. The weather definitely has not helped that either, but yeah. Looking tough to get there as we get here. A couple of big drops from A.J. Brown, too, did not help that. And the Matt Stafford, I don't think he's thrown a pick either. So. All right, we're back from commercial. They are saying not a first down. I mean, the tip of that ball is it's right there. But I would assume the tip of the ball is literally almost touching the goal line. When we get back here, it should be within an half of an inch. So, Philadelphia sneaks it in. There is a flag on the play. Are they going to say... The Los Angeles Rams are saying it's on Philadelphia. Going to be a false start on Philadelphia. That's going to bring it back 5 yards. What do you do? It'll be 4th and 6 now. I mean, you probably take the field goal, right? But do you? How much time do you have left here? Honestly, I mean, I think I'd go for it. They're not gonna. They're gonna kick a field goal with this weather and everything. All right. That's costly. That is costly. So the team digs the spot for Elliott to kick the ball from here. Get his footing solid so he doesn't slip at the point of kick. Looks like he might be taking... No. All right. Snap is good. Kick is good. That is going to be 3 points for Philadelphia. Not what they wanted, but they do have a 3-point lead. So, well, let me think about this. If the Los Angeles Rams get a... Okay, no, this made sense to go for it because, I mean, to get the 3 points. Because even if they get a touchdown, then you should be able to get 3 points to tie it at least. So you're not in a situation where you have to get a field goal anyways. So, all right, I'm on board with this. Following the kicker with the camera on the sidelines for some reason. I don't know. Is that the kicker? Man? Who's man? Is that the punter? I don't know. I don't know who they were following. All right. So, ball's going to be going in the direction of the Rams. You know, that does all come off of a turnover, too. So, I guess that's kind of a free possession there for Philly. So, you definitely wanted to come away with points there. All right. Although, I mean, you know, having them backed up on their 6-yard line or something ain't the worst either. 13 minutes, 23 seconds left in the game. Plenty of time here for a lot of shenanigans to happen, as this field is almost all white now. The kick is up, it goes, it squibs down, it's going to get returned. Yeah, special teams are a thing now because these kickers can't get the ball all the way into the end zone. And that gets returned to, I don't know if that's a 32-yard line or like the 27 or something. .29. Return to the 29-yard line. All right. Matt Stafford in the shotgun. I mean, right behind center, so you assume he's going to hand it off. He does to Kyron Williams, who gets the edge and goes for about 4 yards. My bad. Felt like more than that. As clock ticks down to about 13 minutes left. After that, it's going to be 2nd and 6 for Philadelphia. No, for the Rams. Well, I mean, for Philadelphia, too, on defense. That's just not how we normally call it. 2nd and 6 here for the Rams. Each team was 16 plays in the half. And the Rams hand it off yet again, and he is met in the backfield by Zach Bond. I believe that is on the play, 53. Yes, Zach Bond blows that up in the backfield for a loss of 3 yards. It is now going to be 3rd and 9, as Philadelphia is going to have to try to pass it. Very good play call there, and nice execution by Bond to just attack. Yes. He just attacks, gets there before the offensive lineman has a chance. Third and 9. Matt Stafford back in the shotgun. Back to his right. Higbee in action. Comes in tight and helps to chip block. As Stafford looks deep, he's got a man. He catches it. And that's going to be a gain of about 15 yards to Dante Robinson for a first down for the Rams. As this drive stays alive there. Man. Just barely gets that over. He had some heat coming right up the gut on him. But, Philadelphia Eagles cornerback just unable, trying to stay on his feet and is unable to close on that ball. I think that might be Darius Slay as the pass comes in. So kind of a little bit of an advantage to receivers on these. Oh my gosh, that ball just comes out. Should have tried to recover that if you're Philadelphia, just in case that was a fumble. I think it was a pass, but man, you got to try to scoop that thing up. So, as the ball is about to be coming forward, Jalen Carter knocks Matt Stafford's arm. I don't know what they would have called that. Probably would not have called it a fumble, but it definitely, was caused by Jalen Carter hitting his arm. So Stafford back in the shotgun here. 2nd and 10. As they continue this drive from their own 45-yard line right here. Quick pass gets knocked down before anything. Puka Nacua picks it up. I think that's a dead play. The ball was a pass. I think it was a forward pass. But Zach Bond, once again, just making a big play there, knocking that down before it could get out to the wide receiver. So, Zach Bond having a day here. We've called him his name a few times earlier. That time, once again, like I said, just a quick bubble screen type of play to the wide receiver. Zach Bond knocks it as the ball's on its way. And there was a flag on the play. It got declined, so it's still going to be 3rd and 10 here for Philadelphia. The penalty was illegal formation on the Rams. Matt Stafford back in the shotgun, 3rd and 10 here. Big play, big play. The pressure's there. The ball comes loose, and Philadelphia jumps on top of it. That is going to be Philly's ball right at the spot, so about the 40-ish yard line. Oof. Man, his old man hands just can't handle this. You got to get some gloves or something. Saw this with Favre in his later years. Aaron Rodgers a little bit sometimes when it gets cold. You can see it. Tom Brady went somewhere else. Went to warmer climates to avoid it. Just not hanging on to the ball very well today. And that time, that was Smith Jr. who got the sack fumble. And that might have been Carter on the recovery. Nope. Zach Bond on the fumble recovery. Look at that. Zach Bond having himself a day. I loved that acquisition this offseason. I remember loving him in the draft process. All right, first and 10 for the Philadelphia Eagles here from the 38-yard line. So that was a 7-yard sack fumble there. And he hands it off to Saquon, who's looking, and he falls forward finally for about 2 yards there. Going to be second and 8 now from the 36-yard line. 10 minutes, 50 seconds left on the clock here. Plenty of time still for the Rams to recover from this. Now, Calcaterra's been out there quite a bit. I wonder if Calcaterra is replacing Goddard today. I mean, Goddard's been out there too. I don't know if they're both out there right now. They might just both be out there. But I noticed to start the game, I think Calcaterra got the start. All right, so that's a quick pass out to Saquon Barkley. That's a gain of 3 yards on that. Saquon Barkley catches it falling down. Clock continues to go, 10 minutes left in the game. 3rd and 5 here. I think they wanted a little bit more than that on 2nd down with this weather. Probably wanted to be able to keep it on the ground on 3rd down. But probably going to have to air it out here. Jalen Hurts in the shotgun. Barkley behind him. Once again, pretty tight formation. Everybody near, and they hand it off to Barkley, who goes forward for like a yard or two. Doesn't get anything, so it's going to be 4th and 4. Or 4th and 5. One or the other. I think it's 4th and 4. 9.5 minutes. Philadelphia is calling a play. Yep. Philadelphia going up to the line here on 4th and 4. They snap it with zeros on the clock, and it's completed to A.J. Brown for his 2nd catch on the day there for a 1st down. As Philly continues to move it, they finally get aggressive, and it's at the right time, man. They call the right play. I assume they just, had confidence in this play. Seen some stuff earlier, and they said, all right, this is the perfect down and distance. Let's go for it. And it works. It is now from the 25-yard line, 1st down, and Saquon Barkley just falls as he gets to the line of scrimmage. I think that's going to go down as a loss of 1. That was a 9-yard reception by A.J. Brown, by the way, for that 1st down. There, Saquon falls for a 1-yard loss. I don't know. I thought he got back to the line of scrimmage, but looks like it's going to be 2nd and 11, I guess. Saquon hasn't been finding any running room, but it's been pretty obvious what Philadelphia's been trying to do on this drive, so it makes a little bit of sense. They do play action, hand it off there. Smith is wide open on the flat, and that gets for about 6-7 yards there to Smith, which is going to make it 3rd and 4 for Philadelphia here. As they continue to eat clock on this drive, going down to about 7.5 minutes. I think at this point in the game, that's about they obviously want a touchdown. I think they really, really want to keep this clock going as well. They can get a touchdown and get the clock back with less than 5 minutes, or 6 minutes, let's say here. That's it's going to be pretty big. So, ball's down at the 15, 16, 17, 18-yard line, 17. 3rd and 4. They hand it off to Barkley, who's met in the backfield. That is a loss for sure. Almost back at the 20-yard line, 19 maybe. So, 2-yard loss there. Going to be 4th down. 4th and 6. Just went for it on what? 4th and 4. Yeah, they got Elliott out there for the kick here. That will give them a touchdown lead. So the question will be, are we going to go into extra innings here? Philadelphia, by the way, has the ball. Oops. Gotta be on top of that, production crew. And Elliott kicks it. It's kind of wobbly, but it goes all the way through for 3 points. That's going to be 22 points for Philadelphia. To 15 for the Rams. 6+ minutes left. 6 minutes, 18 seconds left on the clock. The Rams will get the ball here. Going to try to go down there and tie the game. If they do not, I think they're in 4-down territory here. This is the drive, and you're really just trying to tie the game at this point. I mean, maybe you go for 2 if you really want, but this is the drive, you know. Got to do it here. Have turned the ball over, I think, on each of the last 2 drives. Yep. They have. So, that's big. Eagles are in a position here where if the Rams do want to win it in regulation, most likely it's going to be because they go for 2, which also means that Philadelphia could win it in regulation even if they allow a touchdown here. So we'll see what happens. The kitty cat's back. Oh, that's right. You want to go up? Yeah? Okay. Let's go. Oh, yeah, I know. Yes, I know. That's what you're doing. There we go. Just looking at me from outside like there's something more to this. No, you want to go outside, you get to go outside. Nothing more to it. Sneaks. We got the Ravens, Buffalo, after this. Baltimore favored by 1 point in Buffalo. See how that game goes tonight. I think it's going to be a good one. That's for sure. And I truly don't know. Don't know what to expect. They're pretty evenly matched. So, Rams going to get the ball here and kick off. As we get back, once again, 6 minutes, 18 seconds. The Rams playing for their playoff hopes here. Kick is up. Screws right all the way through to the end zone, so they're going to start at their own 30-yard line on this drive. Maybe the winds went down a little bit. I don't know. Man of the Year, Walter Payton Man of the Year nominees. Kyron Williams for the Los Angeles Rams and Brandon Graham for the Philadelphia Eagles. Winner announced at the NFL Honors Thursday, February 6th. Checking to see if you could vote on that, but doesn't look like it. All right. Mr. Williams still in the backfield. They're going to trust their guy. I think Blake Corum's done for the season. And the Eagles get the pressure, and Stafford has to eat the sack there as Moro Ojomo, second-year defensive lineman, is the one to take Stafford down there after the pressure comes. Forces him to come up into the pocket, and Moro is there. Boom. Yep. Jalen helping to create some pressure to make Stafford go up in the pocket, too. So, a little bit of an assist there for Moro, but great job of Moro getting off of his block. It's going to be 2nd and 17 after that. In this kind of weather, that's not what you wanted to do. And they hand it off to Kyron Williams, who's going to get 6 yards back. Roughly, so it's going to be 3rd and 11, I think. 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10. So, I understand that play call. Rams fans might get a little bit angry at that, saying you're settling, but no, you're trying to get yourself into a situation. This is 4-down territory, probably. Maybe not at this point. 3 timeouts. I guess with the drive ending this quickly, they might be able to punt it and try to get the ball back again, but really want to try to set yourself up here. So let's see here. 3rd and 10. And that gets knocked down. That was going for Puka Nacua up the middle of the field. Is that Zach Bond? Oren Burks back up. Help coming in here today. And he's the one who knocks that ball down. Great job of getting your hands up. Seen a lot of that this year. A lot of that. And why not? You know, get your hands up. So yes, that prevents it from going. Great job. Hits off of his elbow. Matt Stafford can't believe it. So with under 5 minutes to go, 3 timeouts, just under 5, 4 minutes, 54 seconds. The Rams are going to be punting this away. I think if they got that to 2 yards or something, they were going for that. But with that drive stalling out so quickly, 4 minutes, 47 seconds now left on the clock. They punt it away, and that is going to be Philadelphia's ball. And Philadelphia controls their fate right now. The only thing is the Rams were doing a really good job of stuffing the run last drive. So, we'll see. Making it tough on Philly. A year ago, McVay punted in this spot and never got the ball back. Yep. Well, unfortunately, I mean, you're better punting off than you are trying to go for it on 4th and 10 there. Especially with how your defense just did stuffing the ball in their last drive. This is the right call. Okay, I can hear my cat. One moment. She's going crazy. What? What's the deal? Huh? Back. Yeah. He's just trying to show off. She's yelling at me to see, look at my hunting skills. I caught this inanimate object in my mouth. I chased it. I hunted it. It's just a ball, Snickers. Alright. Philadelphia up 22. Los Angeles Rams 15. Philadelphia is going to start the drive from their own 23-yard line when we get back from commercial. Once again. 4 minutes, 47 seconds left. The Rams have 3 timeouts. Going to try to run this game out. Or at least go down there and put 3 more points on the board, if not more. I see a deal or no deal island. Did I see, what's her name on there from Survivor? Let's see. I can't remember her name. This is on one of the earlier seasons of Survivor. Or middle seasons of Survivor. No, that's not right. All right, Philadelphia hands it off. Saquon's going to find a hole there. He's going to 30, 40, 50. It's a touchdown. 40, 30, 20, 10. He's hitting himself on the head as he goes down, and that is a touchdown. That is a 78-yard touchdown. Wow, wow, wow. That is going to put the game away as Philadelphia is now up. Going to be up 2 scores. Yep. Wow. It's Saquon time, baby. So last time they played the Los Angeles Rams, he had 2 70-plus yard touchdowns. This time he's got a 62 and 78-yard touchdown run. Saquon's your man, baby. So that's going to put him at 200. 196 rushing yards this game, 2 touchdowns for Saquon on 24 attempts, an 8.2 yard average. He had a lot of small gains, but a couple of big ones. And that misses. So that's going to be 28. Going to be up 13. Would have liked to be up 14, but okay. Where are you? Well, that was quick. Philadelphia going up to 28 points here. Look at that. Los Angeles Rams going to be getting the ball back. I expect a pretty quick 3 and out here as the Rams will push it. So let's see here. Saquon Barkley just bounces it. A missed tackle comes in, and it's just green daylight after that. Some good blocking from the offensive line after they were struggling a little bit last drive. Push themselves. Saquon pushes himself. Hits himself on the head yet again as he goes towards the end zone. It was the person, Parvati Shallow is who I was trying to think of. Looks like she's had some plastic surgery over the years, judging from her face does not look like herself in this picture. How she used to look, but been a long time, we all age. Still thinking she had a little plastic surgery there. That or maybe the lighting is affecting things there. Because I thought she looked fairly normal on the commercial. You know, she kind of had a rounded face before. I guess maybe I remember her from when she's like got extra gaunt while playing the game. She did have a more rounded face when she was at a normal weight. All right. They're going to be starting their game at the 30-yard line for the Rams here. If you've never seen whatever seasons, I think it's like Heroes vs. Villains maybe, and then there's another season Parvati Shallow plays for Survivor. They're pretty good seasons. I haven't watched every season of Survivor, but the good seasons are fun to watch. So, Eagles obviously excited along the sideline as they are looking to be moving on. Matt Stafford, 1st and 10 here, going to push the ball up to the 45, 50, 49, 40, 49-yard line. I think we're going to get there from Dante Robinson maybe on that reception. 1st and 10 now from their own side of the field as the Rams look to score quickly. 4 minutes and 10 seconds left to go. Matt Stafford, the pressure, he's got all the time in the world there, and then Dante Robinson drops it. Had the ball in his hands, and he drops it. A couple of big drops by both teams here today. But, ouch. So, I think that was Puka Nacua the play before. Maybe not Dante Robinson. 10 targets, 4 receptions for 50 yards for Puka on the day. 4 minutes, 7 seconds left as it's 2nd and 10 now once again from their own side of the field. Puka on the sideline getting a bit of a breather before 3rd down here on 2nd down. So Cooper Kupp's the main man out on the field. Dante Robinson throwing up. That pass gets caught quickly by, is that, who was that? 88. It was Jordan Whittington. I couldn't remember his name, but I knew who I thought it was. Rookie slot kind of receiver. He's got some pretty girthier receiver. Type of guy that they like there in LA. He's still on the field as Puka is still not on the field. Maybe he was. Let's see. This ball is going to go to... he was not. Dante Robinson. Puka's still taking a breather. Kupp on the field. Let's see. Here is Kupp. Is Puka hurt? 2nd and 10. Philadelphia guy goes down. Defensive back, judging by the number 34. Who is that? I have their roster up here. That is Isaiah Rodgers, who had a play earlier on in the game. I think he's a 2nd year or so. 4th year? 4th year back. My bad. Not who I was thinking of. And Matt Stafford goes back. He's going to get that all the way down to the 19-yard line. It's at a gain of 18 yards to Tutu Atwell on that play. Big play here. Three and a half minutes. Matt Stafford not giving up here. Philadelphia giving some time. So that's a quick out there to their, I think, backup tight end. Maybe Allen was that. That was Higbee. Never mind, not the backup. Higbee for 6 yards. Clock stopped at 3 minutes, 32 seconds. 2nd and 4 here for the Rams as they are continued even there. Kind of sticking in a bit of a hurry up. And Matt Stafford gets the ball quickly to Cooper Kupp, who's going to be down at the 2-yard line. Clock is going. Still got 3 timeouts, 3 minutes, 20 seconds. You can get this here with under 3 minutes, and you don't necessarily need to recover an onside kick. And Matt Stafford's going to hand it off to Kyron. He's tackled. That's a big-time tackle for a loss there. You're going to want to probably keep it going here if you're LA and hurry it up. The clock goes down to 3. LA looks to be taking a little bit of time to get in this play off here. It's 2 minutes, 55 seconds, and that's hiked. And Matt Stafford, Darius Slay's on top of that one. Knocks it away from Higbee, who takes a fall. Is he hurt? Oh, might be because he was hurt. I thought he just was he was backing up, and I think that's when he takes the fall as he tweaks something. Maybe just a bit of a, hey, joined way late. Don't worry, everybody left me at like halftime. My Rams, no. Sorry about that. You're putting up some fight here late, so we'll see. 2 touchdowns and you're in the lead. Still got 3 timeouts, 2 minutes, 51 seconds left. How are you doing, by the way? I suck at drawing. And that's going to be a touchdown, I think. Yes, it is. That's to the backup tight ends. That Colby Parkinson catches that touchdown. And this game ain't over, folks. This game is not over yet, as the Rams put 6 on the board. They're going to go up to 21. I don't think there's any reason to go for 2. So I'm just going to go ahead and update this to 22. And we'll see what happens. Could always miss the extra point. Doing well. How about you? I'm doing well. This has been a fun game. It's been an entertaining game. Not always played at the best, but not so sloppy that it was bad either. Not so poor, not so average that it was good. And it's ending really excitingly. The Rams get the extra point there. 22 points. 28-22. The Rams, 2:48 to go. I don't know. Do you just kick it off? I assume so. So I assume Philly's going to get the ball back, and then you got to stop the run. I don't know here. See what they do. The thing about the onside kick is then all they need is I guess either way you're trying to stuff them on 3 downs, but you're not too far away from getting a field goal if they recover it. And then you can't catch up. I mean, the other side of that, though, is that either way, if you allow them to get a first down, it's going to be really tough for you to win. And at least then, but then, they punt it, and you're going to be down at, your 3-yard line, potentially, so a lot of, I don't know. I mean, I think you can make the argument to just try the onside here, too. But I think the normal thing would be, like they're doing, would be to kick it off. So that goes through the end zone. The winds must have died down here. For a while there in the third, they could not get that ball to the end zone. Now both sides are getting it through the end zone. So it's not a matter of which way the wind is going. In fact, the snow does look to be coming down instead of sideways at this point. So Philly's going to get the ball here at their own 30-yard line. And no commercial. Like I said earlier in the game, it was so choppy because of a lot of commercials, but they got all their commercials in, so now we can just enjoy the game for what it is. Semi-uninterrupted. And you know what? That's okay. That's okay by me. if you got to do it that way. So Philadelphia in the shotgun. Got Saquon going to get the handoff, of course. Goes for 2 yards, and that's going to be a timeout, I assume, from the Rams. As the clock stops at 2 minutes 43 seconds. Going to actually say that was a long 2 yards, so 3-yard gain there for Barkley. Going to be 2nd and 7. Ethan Evans is absolutely demolishing that ball in the snow. Is that a defensive tackle for you guys? $51. Oh, yeah, punter? Both sides. Punting's been really, really good this game, and that snow has helped them. All right, so Philadelphia, 2 minutes, 44 seconds left on the clock. 2nd and 7. Saquon Barkley in the back. That is a play-action play, and Jalen Hurts eats the sack. He kind of slides as the pressure came in from Jared Turner. Why can't I think of his first name? But Turner gets the pressure in there. I suck at drawing. What's his first name? Why can't I think of it? Kobe, right? Kobe Turner. 2nd year defensive lineman, we'll just call him. Jumps up in front of Hurts, and Hurts just eats that sack. So the clock does continue to go. Hurts rightfully wrapped that up and just ate it, as that play did not go to plan. So things are looking good now for the Rams to have a chance here to win. They get the ball back, and they go to win. This is not just anything. This is not to tie it if they get the ball back. So Philadelphia played a little bit too lazy last drive, let them score a little bit too quickly, and then they got a little conservative here, or didn't. I mean, I don't know. They didn't get too conservative, but it backfires on them. And now, big 3rd and 19. They hand it off to Barkley, who's going to go up for 6 yards or so. And, 4th and 13, they're going to obviously be punting this ball from here with how they've been punting with the snow. Might be able to back them up, though. Looks like the winds maybe picked up a little bit over the last couple of minutes, but I don't think it'll be enough. They were even earlier with the wind, they were punting all right. Just kind of, yeah, the wind's back there a little ways. Snow's going sideways again. And it does look to be going against Philadelphia. But we'll see. Just another low-flying punt, I assume, which has been working good today because the snow has been softening it once it hits. It goes off the right. That one's not so low. It is going to bounce their way, though. And it goes down to the 28-yard line is where the Rams will start. 2 minutes, 23 seconds left. I suck at drawing. How are you feeling right now? Nervous? You get a touchdown. You're going for the lead, brother. Philly played that last defensive drive a little too lackadaisically. They thought they had won it on that Saquon Barkley run. They could easily do it. It's 4 downs too, I mean, you got to stop them every down. So, and I would be playing aggressive right now if I'm Philly. So 1st down, that's a quick 7-yard throw, I think, to Tyler Higbee. Maybe it's not 7. 6-ish yard throw to Tyler Higbee. Matt Stafford back again. Another quick pass to Cup. And this defense for Philly just playing a little too far off the ball. I really wouldn't care if I gave up the deep ball right now, because then you got time to respond and go down to win. Now, ultimately, you just need to keep them out of the end zone. But still, you don't want to put them in a position where they have a good shot at getting it into the end zone. So I'd be a little bit more aggressive here. They're not. 2-minute warning. We're going to commercial. Not missing anything as I chat away. But, yeah, the Rams have the ball, by the way. My bad. And they're going down for a game-winning drive here. Philadelphia is holding on to everything that they've got. Nervous, nervous, nervous. So when we get back... Okay, I suppose the Rams are only at the 31-yard line after those two plays, so I suppose... Whatever, you get to that 2-minute warning before getting aggressive here, maybe for a couple of plays. But the Rams are out of timeout, so actually you're probably not going to play very aggressively. You're just assuming that this is for the game at this point. You're not going to ever get the ball back with enough time if you're Philly. So really you do want to drain some clock. But I won't be afraid to dial it up at least once. Well, maybe not dial up the blitz, but I mean just, you know, don't play too far off. Alright, so advertising their, I don't know, winter games or whatever, off-season stuff. The not Pro Bowl. Pro Bowl games. Skills show, flag football. Thoughts on the Commanders winning? You know, I thought they put together a really, really good game plan, and Detroit just lost one too many people on that defense. So I think if Detroit hadn't been so injured this year, especially on defense, you know, I think they win that game, but that's not the case. So I don't want to take anything away from that Commanders win. Excellent, excellent game by the Commanders in all facets. So, Matt Stafford lets it loose. Is there going to be a penalty or not on that play? Cooper DeJean on the coverage. Nice tight coverage. No penalty, by the way. It's going to be 2nd and 10. I think Stafford might be lobbying for a penalty, but they haven't called any DPI or anything. In fact, Cooper DeJean was truly going for the ball on that because the ball, Cooper Kupp, turned into the defender there. 2nd and 10 here now from their own 31-yard line. What did you think I second draw into the Commanders win? I mean, very exciting for them. So, it's going to be 3rd and 10, 2nd and 10, and Darius Slay that time on the coverage as that ball was thrown to Dante Robinson, I believe. No, that was thrown to Puka Nacua deep. And now it is 3rd and 10. Not a lot of time taken off the clock so far, as these have been a lot of pass plays. 1 minute, 25 seconds left on the clock. I wanted the Lions to win to go into it, but then I was rooting for the Commanders by the end of it. You know, it was just like one of those things where, okay, you know what, this is what we're doing, let's do it. So I was rooting for the Commanders by like halfway point even. 3rd and 10, and that pass goes to Dante Robinson, who gets the first down. It's an 11-yard gain as the clock continues to tick. So now, actually, the clock is ticking. It's at 1:35 for game clock. So I saw a clock that was a little ways ahead of us. 1 minute, 30 seconds. Matt Stafford lets it go deep, and that is caught. Oh, my God. Plenty of time on the clock here. Puka Nacua. That is down. That's a 37-yard gain. They are down on the 21-yard line after that. Darius Slay, pretty good coverage, just not good enough. Now does... Yeah, I think that was caught. Puka! I mean, it's a private organization. If they wanted the Redskins logo and name, they never would have changed it. So that nobody forced them to do that. That was their own decision as a private organization to do. Los Angeles Rams here, 2nd down. Taking forever. Everybody just kind of taking a break on the field. I don't know. Is there a streaker going on? What's All right, there we go. Stafford back here. And I think Philly's going to purposefully draw a... No. That can be offside. Is that going to be a false start there on the Rams? Backing it up. So that's a 5-yard penalty on the Rams. Going to be 2nd and 12 now after that. That was on right guard Dotson. They're not going to change it back after spending all that money to change it. All right, 2nd and 12. Stafford lets it loose. Gonna get about 6-7 yards on that thing. I don't know, 10 yards was it? Really? Is that right? 10 yards. Tapuka. Minute 14 on the clock. So the clock does not matter much. You're rooting for Notre Dame versus OSU. Probably OSU. I like some of their defenders and stuff, so. Wouldn't normally root for Ohio State University, but I think I just like some of their guys more than Notre Dame guys in terms of the guys that I'm looking at for the draft. So, Jalen Carter gets the sack. Big play there. That's going to bring it to a 4th and kind of long here. 4th and 10 for the Rams. Everything on the table here. 4th and 11 for the Rams. 50 seconds left on the clock. And this is it. This is the season on this play. For the Rams, no timeouts left. If Philly gets it back, they can just kneel this out. Looks like I suck at drawings ahead of me. 4th and 11 here. Stafford back in the shotgun. 30 seconds left on the clock. Stafford back. Gets pressure, gets hit. It goes out of bounds. Not caught. 26 seconds left on the clock. No penalties. He did get hit a little bit after he let go of the ball, but nothing to draw a penalty there from Carter. Carter doesn't fall on him or anything like that. And that's going to be your season. So Philadelphia comes in clutch when they needed to. Once again, Jalen Carter creating some pressure there. I thought he had a good day. They showed some numbers earlier that suggested he might not have. I don't know. Jalen Carter has a good day. Zach Bond has a good day. Darius Slay, although he lets up one earlier on this drive, overall had himself a good day. Question will be, do they get Quinyon Mitchell back? So we're gonna bring I think it's just one kneel down here, right? Less than 30 seconds left. Austin comes back in. Great game for sure. Austin, have you been hanging out or what? And Jalen Hurts kneels it. That's going to be the game. 28-22. Let's just quick go over the box score before I head on out of here. Get myself some dinner. Prepare for tonight's game. I will not be calling tonight's game, but Philadelphia wins this game 28-22 against the Rams, 2nd seed versus the 4th seed. The Rams play one hell of a game there against Philadelphia, and the Rams are on the rise. The NFL has been put on notice. Obviously, I think Stafford is going to be sticking around for one more year here at least. So the Rams have maybe a 1, maybe 2 year window, but I think really thinking about it logically here, got a 1 year window here for a Super Bowl next year. Might be adding a couple of veteran pieces around things to shore things up after a couple of seasons where they've had some really good drafts, drafted a lot of guys. That's all right, Austin. You don't like me more than TV? Kidding. Saquon Barkley does go for over 200 rushing yards in this game, 2 touchdowns. Jalen Hurts himself adding 70 rushing yards for a total of 285 rushing yards for the Philadelphia Eagles. That's a recipe for success. 15 attempts for 20 out of 20. 15 completions on 20 attempts for Jalen Hurts, 128 passing yards. Dallas Goedert getting the most of those. A.J. Brown, 7 targets, 2 drops, 2 receptions, 14 yards. Devonta Smith caught all 4 of his targets for 21 yards. On the defensive side of the ball, Cooper DeJean caused a fumble, recovered a fumble, and Zach Bond also recovered a fumble, and so did Isaiah Rodgers. Zach Bond also had 5 tackles, knockdown pass, this and that. He has himself a great day. On the other side of the ball, Los Angeles Rams, that front 6-7 has itself a good day despite allowing all those rushing yards. See, I suck at drawing. All right, good games. I'll maybe be here for tomorrow for the Notre Dame. I won't be calling the Notre Dame game, but I appreciate that. Suck at drawing. I know, I don't know what his channel is anymore. I was going to direct you to somebody who is calling it if you wanted to watch them, but I don't remember their channel. Matt Stafford, 324 yards, 2 touchdowns, passing through the air, of course, against this Philadelphia defense. That's a good day. Kyren Williams, 106 rushing yards, 5.6 yard average there. Puka Nacua, 14 targets, 6 receptions, 97 yards. Overall has himself a good day. Dante Robinson also having himself a big day, 74 yards on 3 catches. Cooper Kupp ends up with 5 receptions, 61 yards, helping him down the stretch. Tyler Higbee was a big factor in this game with 10 targets. He got 7 of those for 54 yards and a touchdown. A couple of other guys pitching in there, but unfortunately, Matt Stafford, 2 fumbles. Kyren Williams, a fumble. They lost 2 of them. Just too much for them to overcome. And yeah, once again, the story of the game for them would be the 7 sacks, and we'll call it 6. Jalen Hurts, eats even 2 of them. Jalen Hurts just kind of eats being wise with those. But nonetheless, Nate Gallimore, or whatever his first name is, Braden Fisk, each getting 1. Braden Fisk does not return to the game. Hopefully that injury is nothing serious for his career. McCullough and Spates also adding 1 sack, and Jared Verse gets 2 sacks, many pressures. Kobe Turner gets a sack in there as well. And that, guys, that is it. See you, Austin. Thank you very, very much, sir. I appreciate you all. Philadelphia, congratulations on moving forward. And enjoy tonight's game, Baltimore versus Buffalo. There we go. That's going to be the stream, folks. Peace on out. I love you all. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.